What a great country we live in. I just want to make a statement. I'm feeling very patriotic right now because, like, if Eric was born in China, they just throw him in a river and get rid of him, like yesterday's news. In this country, they give you an assistant, like they give you a whole, dude to take care of you and they pay for it. Right, Rob? Like in China, they just throw it away. If you're afflicted like Eric is, that's it. You're going for a nice long swim. Good luck.
Yeah, it sucks. This was going to be the last trip going down to L.A. with Jan.
Oh.
Now I'm going to still try to figure when my parents are here how to be able to go down there and go do acting gigs and stuff like that.
Yeah, your parents aren't going to put up with that. You're done.
Well, my dad went. The first time I ever did an acting gig, The American Dreams, my dad was actually the one that went with me.
Yeah, and then he saw if there was, and now he's not into it anymore. And what about when you want to go to the bunny ranch or porn or girls?
You're not doing that.
You ain't doing that shit anymore. You're out of that story with your dad now. Jan was the key to all this.
Well, I'm out of the bunny ranch because that one before.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Into high elevation.
Let's just say the bunny ranch moves to a low elevation all of a sudden. We have an opportunity.
You're still not going.
What are you going to do, tell your dad to take you down to the bunny ranch?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like Jan was the dude. I mean, Jan was your key to all the fun. You ought to
sorry to hear that.
You ought to beg that guy to stay.
My parents were also the ones that went with me when I did the show for you, the American Idol.
Yeah, but they see what's going on now. They're gonna put the clamp on you. What about any shot at getting pussy is over for you, dude? It's crazy.
Probably.
Yeah. Did you beg Jan to stay?
I tried.
Yeah.
Right now he's got more than 50% of his possessions set back there already, and he bought his plane ticket.
Maybe I don't hope this, but if his parents are that ill, maybe they'll go soon and then he can come back to you.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? Why not move in with them?
No.
Why don't you just move in to Jan's parents' house? So you can
go to
come in?
Arkansas.
I'm telling you, man.
Oh, yeah, that's going to make it easy to go to Hollywood.
Sure it is.
All the way from Arkansas.
Yeah, well, you hop on a plane. Listen.
It's the same plane.
Poor Eric. Parents are
thinking about his acting career.
This is such a great country. Like the country pays for like a Jan. If he was born in Kenya, a lion would have eaten him at birth. They just feed you to a lion. And even if he moves in with Jan and his parents, it'd be a good deal because then like Jan can take off with Eric and stuff. Maybe Jan can be available for special assignment when when there's chicks involved or trips to Hollywood.
Yeah, who knows? He's going to hopefully try to come back next year for his school reunion. And,
we're going to have to pack a lot in when Jan comes back for that school reunion.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
It might kill him.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Eric's parents are taking over. Can't you hire a new Jan? I mean, you got the dough. Why not?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really know anyone that I know enough to be comfortable with them.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't
get comfortable with them.
You could hire, remember that guy KC? He used to work for me.
Oh, no.
Oh, sure.
Why not?
They'll find Eric in a trash bag.
No, Casey could handle it.
I got along with Casey the one weekend that I seen on a Killer Like comedy, but I don't think that I would like to have him as a helper.
No. I think he could be good. Big, strong boy. You know who's looking for work?
Have you heard from Casey?
You know who's looking for work? Beetlejuice.
Oh, get out of here.
Imagine he moves in with Eric.
That will not work. Not even one little bit.
Beetlejuice can't lift Eric.
How about Gary the Conqueror? What exactly did Jan do for you? Everything? Like, did he cook? Did he Like, did he clean up after you and stuff, or like how did that work?
Yes, that's exactly what he did.
Bigfoot might be the guy to go to.
Nah, Bigfoot, I don't know.
Oh,
He doesn't seem that stable. Quite frankly, neither does Eric, but you need somebody there with some sense. Well, sorry to hear about your parents taking over, Eric. I mean, doesn't sound like girls will be in the future for you if we get anything going, but I guess the party has to stop sometime, but it's just not the same. And if I was you, I'd look for a new Jan, because like, having your parents around turns you into a little boy again, not a man.
And why would his parents want him to be a little boy?
Mm-hmm. You could find another Jan.
It takes some time, Eric. You'll have to interview people.
How about that guy, Gonzo? Let me see if that guy doesn't have a job. Do you have a job, Gonzo?
Yeah, I have a job.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Would you be interested? Would you switch careers and how much does it pay, Eric?
I don't remember the amount, but it pays every 2 weeks.
You get paid every 2 weeks, except we don't know the amount.
But is it a 24-hour-a-day job, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun hanging with Eric. Think of all the good times.
Well, Gonzo's doing it anyway. He might as well move in.
Gonzo, can you imagine if you quit your job and move in with Eric?
I don't know. I don't think that'd be a good career move.
Hey, you know who you could get, Eric? Ray Rice. He's not doing anything. You know who's a good babysitter? Wendy the retard, or whatever. What's her new name? Wendy the Conqueror?
Wendy, the slow adult?
Wendy the slow adult. She left a whole set. Hey, guys, I got to go. Gonzo, you got anything you want to say?
And I just wanted to say that, because I didn't think that Eric donated to ALS, and because he confessed to me that he didn't do it. I sent some audio clips of him saying he didn't donate, but,
that was done, I think, the night before I actually did. It worked.
All right, guys. I got to go. All right. All right, guys. Thank you. All right. Yes, Eric, I got to go.
I was real quick. I was supposed to this week meet the Jacksons, Ashley Tisdale, and a bunch of other people that I'm not going to be able to meet.
Trust me, those two acts don't sound like anybody I'd want to meet. What's Ashley Tisdale do?
She was in Zac Efron's water challenge video. She was the one that did it first. She nominated him because they were
in a high and then what is the other one? You were supposed to meet the Jacksons?
Yes.
You know Michael Jackson. The other ones don't matter.
From Johnny actually sounds like they may be fans of this show.
And who cares? And what about Johnny? How did he screw you up?
Well, because he didn't get anything arranged in time. He was supposed to put the whole thing together.
That's what Eric should do. He should go out to Hollywood, meet the Jacksons, and move in with them.
Let them take care of it.
Let them cook dinner.
There's one other person that I am not saying who it is on air.
What? One other person?
That you were supposed to meet?
Yes.
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel?
Well, yeah. Then the fans will absolutely go start harassing this person, and I do not want that.
Who was it?
I'm not saying on air. You'll have to talk to me off air, Howard.
Oh.
I don't really care that much. I mean, all right. Okay. Why would they harass this person?
Because they've done that to Kendra. They did that to Diana. They did that to Emily Addison. And I'm blocked from all of them.
Don't you think you were blocked from... I don't know how I get sucked into this. Don't you think they were blocked... Don't you think you were blocked because you were being a pain in the ass to these people?
No. I wasn't saying anything.
Weren't you calling Deanna DeGarmo's house? Weren't you calling her house over and over again?
That was long, long ago. Way before I even met her in person.
Let me ask you something. If you had a girlfriend, would you still webcam?
No.
All right. Thank you. That's what I thought. All right, Eric, I got to go. Later. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, Eric took the ice bucket challenge.
Hi, this is Eric the actor, and I accept your nomination, Zac Efron, for the Ice Bucket Challenge. Here we go! Oh no! I knew this would happen! My number 2 is Jordan too! God damn you, Efron! Bucket Challenge!
There he is.
You too!
Every single show he does get canceled. Every single show he did is gone. The cat was fired and it does dismantle. But Eric thinks that actually will go on.
Eric the actor. Eric's not really an actor. Every show he's in has been cancelled. What a loser Eric is. Eric the actor. Eric's not really an actor. He won't even take a gay role. What a little. He's Eric the actor.
Fucking you asswipe.
I'm sure Eric's parents are thrilled they have to take care of him, too. I'm sure everyone's depressed with this whole new arrangement.
This is bad news for everyone.
Yeah. By the way, we called...
Let's switch gears because I want to get everybody's thoughts on this Eric the actor. As I said at the top of the broadcast, his new Vietnam is this ALS receipt situation. Take a listen.
Last time I was on air with you, he claimed, oh, I want to see the receipt. I don't believe it.
Gary says dumb things, too, you know. Gary's sometimes a dummy. Oh.
Gary, let's start with your reaction to Howard's comments that you're a dummy.
His prerogative.
And let's continue by asking the question, are you satisfied that Eric the actor gave this money to ALS?
All right. I don't want to reveal too much, but lots of times I like to say stuff to Eric to just irritate him. So when he said he donated, I threw it out there. Let me see the receipt. Just being a dick, which I think I'm good at sometimes.
Got it. Let's talk about Eric and the fact that Jan, whom we've all met and spent time with, and who's taken absolutely superb care of Eric the actor. How do you see Eric's life changing now, Sal, that his parents are going to have to take care of him?
I've witnessed Jan. He is a spectacular person.
How many years have they been together?
Oh, I would say at least 12 years.
At least a decade.
Yeah. And Jan's a great guy.
And why, I didn't catch that part. Why is Jan leaving?
Jan has to go and take care of his parents now. It sounds like it's a personal situation, so he's leaving his duties taking care of Eric the actor.
I'm not making a joke here, but I'm being honest. If Eric is stuck with his parents and he's not accessible to going to these places with Jan and getting women, I personally would look for a woman to take care of me. And, and I think that would help him. He's getting, and I mean a woman that wouldn't mind, messing around a little bit with him.
Yeah, it's called a prostitute.
Well, but that's okay. But it's a prostitute that she'll have a place to stay. She'll have a place to eat. And
you have a warped sense of how the world
there are women
works.
out
I'm
there.
sure there are.
I hear all the time about these old men. They hire these Jamaican nurses and they're jacking these guys off left and right.
Where do you hear that?
Yeah. Well, every time some guy dies and people go for the will, you find out that Inga, the maid, he left everything to her.
I think every time is a sweeping generalization.
Again, where do you hear, these are all things that you act like.
No, I've had some personal, I'm not going to say out here, but I know one or two situations. And you know what? So what? It was a partnership of some sort. I'm saying if I was Eric, I would go on like Backpage or something, one of these sites and say, hey, Not only, but feed me, clean me, and give me a hand job.
But Sal, let's be clear. He needs a caregiver. Ronnie, for example, last year, you guys were out in Vegas. I was there to cover it. And the dynamic between Jan and Eric is much more almost like two friends, the way they talk, the way they laugh, than it is caregiver. And so I think Eric's actually going to miss that camaraderie.
Oh, yeah.
That he had with
He's
Jan.
he's losing his best friend.
Did Eric explain why they haven't decided to go and try to hire someone else?
I didn't get any full explanation there, except that it sounds like the easiest thing was for Eric's parents to just step in and do it. But Ronnie, what do you see as the potential pitfalls there?
First of all, he's probably going to be a lot less, like now he's out in the open. With Jan, he's able to go places and do things more and you know, be on the phone with the show. And so I think his parents are going to curb him a lot from doing, you know, things that he loves to do, like get on the air and bust Gary's balls and call into the show whenever he wants. I think that's going to slow down now.
What do you think, Gary? Do you think Eric's participation in the show might wane now?
Anytime you make a change, you never know. You know, and I know that he's always said that you know, that maybe his family isn't so fond of his appearances on the show, so it remains to be seen.
Sal, what dynamic between caregiver and whackpacker do you find most interesting? So you have Jan and Eric, you know, Wendy is pretty much taken care of by her mother. You know, there are different dynamics at play. I've always found the Jan, Eric, the actor one fascinating, as I said, because they're so close.
Gary the retard had somebody, or Gary the Conqueror, as we call him now. He had this particular guy. When we were on the road doing comedy, he had a guy taking care of him, and this guy, Jason, great guy, who was a comedian as well. And he was really, really sweet to Gary, and it was great to see them getting along, but you have to put up with a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people don't see, like Jason would lay down in one bed, Gary would lay down in the other, and then all of a sudden he'd turn his head and, you know, Gary's jerking off, you know. And he'd be like, Gary, are you jerking off? And Gary would be like, shut up, I'm just scratching myself, and be stuff like that. So, you know, these are things that you have to come across. But every handler I've seen with the Whack Pack has been always really, really great.
You know who's got some great stories? We should talk to Shuli one day about being on the road with Beetlejuice and what it's like to be Beetlejuice's roommate.
We need to take a quick break. When we come back, I do want to discuss all of you guys and what it might be like for you to take care of your parents if they're still living. And I also want to cover Slash.
The real story this morning, you know, when you do a morning radio show, you prepare. And you have a game plan, something of a game plan. I'm not saying I overly prepare, but there is a game plan, and now we throw the game plan out the window because our dear friend Eric the actor has died.
Are you kidding?
You didn't know?
No.
Oh, I thought you knew for some reason.
When did he die?
Saturday.
No one tells me anything.
Yeah, why did I think you knew? You know, you don't go on Twitter or anything, right?
I try to shield myself.
Right.
I was actually busy Saturday. I was in Washington, D.C. at the Veg Fest. But, no.
You ought to give me a list of things you do know. Then I can fill you in on what you don't know.
I know very little. So you can usually tell me about anything.
Do you know about the second sun that they found out on Saturday? There's two parallel suns in our universe, and that
there's a second sun. We're being pulled by two suns.
Yeah, it's hiding behind the sun that we normally see.
Really?
And you're saying Eric the actor's death didn't make the Veg Fest? Eric would have been so happy when he died, when it was official that he died. And we'll talk to Jan, we'll talk to Shuli. Shuli, you can come in, because I think Shuli was...
He's like the widow.
Well, Jan's got all the information.
Really the winner.
Right.
Yeah.
But Eric would have been so satisfied in knowing that... Here, his death was announced in Variety, right?
Really?
Yeah, there was as soon as it became confirmed that he had died, Eric Lynch, Eric the actor, was By the way, a lot of people didn't know Eric's last name, Eric Lynch. He just would have been so happy with the fact that he was in on the Us magazine website announcing his death. I mean, Eric loved fame.
Well, he, felt that he was in show business.
Shuli, you spoke with Eric on Friday, I believe?
Yeah, I was on my way to do a show, and he called me Friday. And normally I always let it go to voicemail.
Right.
And for some reason, I just decided to pick up. And
see what was doing.
And and he was upset at Gonzo.
Yeah.
And he was just ranting.
What had Gonzo done this time?
So apparently Gonzo had prank called a gay relationship show on the internet.
Oh, I see.
And he prank called as somebody who was in a relationship with Eric.
Right.
And he called as Jan. And Eric.
Oh, my goodness.
And Eric didn't like it, and he called me upset. So I told him I would handle it, but could he call me right back and leave me a voicemail about it?
I'll play you some of Eric always called us every morning on the voicemail. There was always a message from Eric waiting, upset about something or other that was going on. But on the phone...
So his death was sudden. It wasn't, you know...
Jan, what happened? And, Jan, you've taken care of Eric for...
I think it's 9 years.
9 years, right?
Well, almost 9 years.
Almost 9 years. I mean, Jan more than anyone... Jan, Eric announced to us just on, I guess it was on Tuesday.
Last week,
Tuesday show that you, of course, had to leave him because you have to take care of your parents, and that came up in your life. And I think, Jan, more than anything, Eric really adored you, loved you, because he was also dependent on you. I sensed real sadness and fear in Eric because...
From that announcement,
because his parents... would now be taking care of him, and I think in a lot of ways that represented his freedom being taken away, right?
I think some parts, yeah.
Howard, the day that he died was technically Jan's last day.
Right.
Working
wow.
with him. And I really think that, literally, his heart was broken.
I think Eric had a broken heart because Jan was such a good friend to Eric.
You guys became friends in high school, right, Jan?
Junior high.
Junior high. So Jan was while people were picking on him, Jan stepped up and, was a friend to him.
Jan, how did you end up taking care of Eric? How did that all come about?
When his dad retired, his parents moved up to the mountains, and he got bored up there, and his parents called me and asked me if I would move in with them.
Oh.
And
in the city.
And it wasn't your life's ambition to take care of Eric, but it just sort of worked out that way.
Yeah.
I know you're broken up. Tell me what happened. Eric seemed fine on Friday when he spoke to Shuli. Was he complaining of anything?
I'd say about Thursday night, the normal thing, he always has stomach issues because of his diet and stuff, started. And that was normal. And then Friday night, I told him he didn't look too good. He should call his parents and go to the doctors. And he said, no, it's just my stomach. I was like, no, you look a little jaundiced. And he said he felt perfectly fine besides his stomach. And like everybody said last week when he called the show, he sounded perfectly fine. Yeah. And then Saturday morning, he woke up. He had to use the bathroom, and he said he felt unstable, and he wanted to call the ambulance. So we called the ambulance, and when they showed up, his blood pressure and stuff was pretty bad, pretty low. They got him to the hospital. They got that all stable. They did tests, and his kidneys and liver started shutting down, and pretty much around about 3:15, his body just shut down. 3:15 in the afternoon.
Well, Jan, I hear the pain in your voice. I loved Eric. I truly, truly loved him. I mean, when Eric would call in, I got so excited because he was the greatest. And what I loved about Eric, Jan, maybe you feel the same way, I don't know, but what I loved about him was that here was this guy afflicted with everything on the planet. I mean, you couldn't have gotten worse luck dealt to you. And Eric didn't view it that way. Eric wasn't a guy who acted any differently than any of us. I was always amazed how feisty he was, how pissed off he was, how he called me Big Nose and Gary Beavertooth, and what I loved about Eric, most people in Eric's condition would be bitter. But Eric loved life. He loved watching TV. He loved celebrities. He loved show business. He loved wrestling. He was passionate.
A real fan.
He was a fan. And I was like, oh my God, Eric, you see so many people who, let's say, are in a wheelchair or who have Eric's, all of his physical deformities, really. And his foot, it was club-footed. His foot was turned around. It was a whole thing. Couldn't walk. And out of all of this, he still carried on like a maniac.
Yeah.
And it was the greatest. I said,
One of the best things would be all of the demands. Johnny hasn't done this, and Johnny hasn't done
My favorite Eric moment, Jan, was, I have a couple when I think about him. I'm thinking about, you okay, Jan?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. I think my favorite moment, well, I have a couple, and I'll play some of them. But my favorite moment had to be when Eric had gotten a job on a TV show that we got for him in plain sight. And he had to go down to New Mexico, but he was afraid that werewolves lived in New Mexico because Johnny told him, he read on IMDb, that there are werewolves in New Mexico.
I was there for this. It was amazing.
Yeah, and it was the greatest thing as I go, here in the middle of everything, Eric says, look, I don't want...
He's demanding.
And I convinced the guy, I said, do you think they'd put all their actors in danger with werewolves? I didn't try to convince him that there weren't werewolves because he wasn't hearing any of that.
I believe he requested silver in his writer.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Silver bullet. I really think he did.
Not just silver, because he could use it. And there was my other favorite Eric moment was someone had really bummed out Eric. If you remember the story, I remember it like it was yesterday. Eric called in. He was completely pissed off. There was a guy from his high school going around claiming that Eric ruined high school because Eric forced him to put in a wheelchair ramp, which wasn't true. And Eric was so bent out of shape about it that he called up Johnny and he left him a voice message. And he said, Johnny, this guy's a pain in the ass. Take care of it. You know what to do. You know what to do. And I was like, this guy's like a little mafia guy, he's like, and I know Johnny was thrilled because Eric actually sounded like one of the mob bosses that Johnny grew up around. It was the great, I gotta just play it for you. Oh, here's Eric the Midget, let's find out.
I'll get him on the phone.
What are you, nuts?
What are you, nuts?
Eric.
For what?
So what?
What do you think, you could call a hit on someone?
That's a felony.
I wasn't calling a hit. Johnny knows what I'm talking about, not a hit.
What are you talking about?
Him to, find someone to teach this kid a lesson.
Oh, you want him legs broken? Or
beat up.
What do you want done to him? Because Johnny's got to know what to do. You leave a message like that, Johnny thinks he's supposed to go kill him.
Hey, Howard.
Eric, I want to hear this message you left Johnny.
Received yesterday at 1:26 a.m.
Hey, Johnny, did you catch the replays where that dumbass that was supposedly from my school called in and said that I ruined the school because of having them do construction and everything? Find that guy. His name's Jerry. You know what to do. You know what to do. Just find him.
Johnny, how did he get the impression that this was what you do?
That motherfucker, that little gangster, okay?
You know what to do. Oh, my God. Jan, so you get a call that Eric has died from the hospital, that they call you? Are you the person they call?
No, I was there.
You were there.
Yeah, he went with him to the hospital.
All right, tell me what you're feeling, Jan, because you must be in shock over this. This is a guy you spent every single day with. Did you ever have a day off even?
Just a little bit during Christmas time.
And you, yeah.
It was complete shock because it was out of nowhere. It wasn't expected. It was all he thought he was having was stomach problems, and it was out of nowhere. And then, like Shuli said, today I was leaving to go to stay in a hotel and then going to the airport tomorrow. So it's just a little eerie that it was on my last day.
How hard was it for you to leave, Eric? Had you sort of been at the end of it? Like, had you kind of said, I can't do this anymore? Or was it, I know you have to take care of your parents. Was it hard for you to leave, Eric?
Yeah, it sucked. It sucked. I knew it was bothering him.
It was hard on him because you represented his freedom, really. I mean, nobody at 30, Eric was 39, by the way. No one at 39 wants to be sort of with their parents and have their parents taking care of them. You represented his freedom. Like, his parents weren't going to take him to the bunny ranch. You were willing to do that, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And I think he was taking it hard, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. And, of course, even though the last, let's say, year he hadn't been feeling much but to just hang out on his bed because of arthritis and stuff, he still kind of stared at me and he wouldn't be able to do as much stuff.
Yeah. So when are they doing the funeral?
There isn't nothing planned yet. They've got to get that all still planned yet. I can, because I know on the internet there's all kinds of fake funeral services telling people to go to certain churches in Sacramento. There is nothing yet. And when there will be, his family's just going to have a small private funeral, and they ask for privacy and respect.
Right.
His family asked if any fans want to honor him. Eric, pretty much when he was younger, grew up in the Shriners Hospital, Sacramento / San Francisco, and said if they want to honor him, they can put a donation in his name to the Shriners, Sacramento.
Hard to believe.
And then,
go ahead, yeah.
And then his parents know about the Stern fan groups that meet up. They said feel free if they want to have get-togethers and mourn him together. But there's not going to be a public service for him.
Right. Well, you know, Jan, Eric was a little in stature, but a big presence, particularly on this show. I was just so taken with him. And you know, I was saying earlier, you know, Eric loved the spotlight. He really did. He'd love to be at these events. He would love to be a part of everything. And, you know,
he was just saying that he was upset with Johnny for not getting together some trip because he was going to go visit the Jimmy Kimmel show and do a lot of things down in Los Angeles.
Robin, he was always upset with Johnny for not getting him on things. It literally was a phone call every week from him about that.
But I was saying, Jan, too bad Eric isn't around to see that. He's on this TMZ website. He's in Us Weekly. There's a big picture of him. There's a big picture.
Yeah, he was on he's on the Sacramento NBC news station's website, which he was friends with one of the news people there. He was on a bunch of different news channels, websites.
His death was announced.
He was pretty much everywhere.
His death was announced by Variety magazine, which is the show business Bible. You know, I mean,
He made it.
He made it. He made it.
He's finally an actor.
He was. Last night, I don't know if it's changed, he was number 5 trending on Twitter and then number 6 trending worldwide on all web.
He was number 1 for like an hour on Twitter, or maybe more, but he was number 1 on there.
That would have been important to Eric, right, Jan?
Yeah.
He would have liked that. Jan, what is your future? What are you going to be doing? I mean, I know you're going to take care of your parents. They're ill. How is this affecting your life, and what's your game plan?
I'm staying an extra week, and then, like you said, going to take care of my parents. I guess you could say everything happens all at one time. My dad got put in a wheelchair, and my mom is going blind. So I'm going out to help them. and
You're a good dude, Jan. I'll tell you. I mean, there's nobody more giving than Jan. I mean, to hang in there with Eric all those years and give Eric his freedom in a sense. And Jan wasn't getting rich doing it, as you know. And and now to be a caregiver to your parents, you're a very caring guy. I don't know much about you, but you strike me as being incredibly loving.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to say that to you because
his whole adult life he's been taking care of people.
Jan, you ever get angry about that? Do you ever say to yourself, "Who's going to take care of me"?
No.
Are you religious?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're more like Jesus than Jesus. I mean, Jesus was running...
I don't know about that.
I think so. Jesus was just kind of running around. He had groupies. He had all kinds. I mean,
well,
Jan...
Jesus, he stopped by the sick, but he made him well. So.
Yeah, but Jan really, he doesn't mind being the guy behind the guy. He's just a good guy.
Right. He never wanted to be a part of, the spotlight. He let Eric have the whole thing.
Yep.
And I've seen Eric interact with Jan backstage. Jesus wouldn't have put up with that. Jan is a guy. Trust me.
Would Eric yell at you too, Jan? Would he get angry with you and give you, or were you the one person he wouldn't give to?
Not really yelled, just talked to me with attitude, and it was usually after he either dealt with a Stern fan,
right,
or on the show and got pissed off at something on the show.
I sensed he always enjoyed. Jan, you correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free, but I always sensed that he enjoyed even the interaction with Gonzo. Like it just gave him, something to do. You know what I mean?
Gave him meaning.
I guarantee he had a fighting bug in it, and he liked to fight.
Yeah.
Because he was one of the only people I know that believed if people were talking to him and being wrong, if he didn't pay attention to him, he lost. Most people would see it that he was losing and they were winning by him going back and fighting with them. But he's seen it the opposite way, so he definitely liked to fight.
Did you ever have moments of Eric, Jan, where like Eric would turn to you, and be the real Eric in the sense that, we knew him on the air, and whenever you're on the air, it's always an exaggerated personality. What did you?
A lot of people couldn't distinct show in reality.
Was Eric a sensitive guy underneath it all?
Oh yeah.
He was.
I'd tell you the first time I met the real Eric is after a show I took him. We all went to a strip club, and I went right to the front of the stage with Eric, and when we were taking turns crumpling up dollars and throwing it over to the dancers because they were a little far away. And when the girl was done, this stage had a curtain that dropped down, and Eric and I are literally at the front of the stage, and the curtain dropped down on Eric and me, like right on our heads. And I immediately freak out, and I pull him out, in his wheelchair, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And he looks at me and goes, "What a way to go."
Eric loved women, right, Jan? I mean, that was the thing. Was the highlight of his life, and I want you to answer me, was one of the highlights, or certainly maybe the highlight, was when we got him laid at the Bunny Ranch. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the guy, the poor guy, was sort of saddled with this body that, he couldn't really ever be treated like a man because he was so dependent on everyone. And when he went to the Bunny Ranch, for once he felt like this is what it must be like, you know what I mean? To just be normal and have a chick into you. Yeah. If you remember this, is what I want to know.
That was Cherry last night.
Cherry last night.
Yeah, me last night.
Cherry, was he good in bed? I mean, did you have an orgasm?
I'm good on him.
Yeah, so you did not have an orgasm, but he had one.
No, she managed to make herself.
Yeah,
you did. You did have one.
Yeah, I did.
I see. Did you have to touch your clitoris to stimulate
He
yourself?
actually can touch my clit.
You were playing with her clitoris, Eric. You knew how to do that.
Yeah.
Where did you learn that move? In porn?
Yeah, I guess from watching that.
I see. All right.
So you knew exactly what to do, huh, Eric?
Pretty much.
Wow. I'm sure all the whores at the Bunny Ranch, their panties are at half-mast today.
Yeah, they are flying a flag at half-mast.
They seem to like Eric, the girls. They did. I mean,
this is the thing about prostitutes. They seem to like everybody.
Well, that's what I love about him, and that's why I felt good about Eric going there, because, I knew Eric, Jan, Eric beat the odds. He was a guy they told him as a teenager he wouldn't even live to be a teenager. Didn't they tell him that?
Yeah, and he was honoring, told him no, he'll live a full life. So
yeah, and
he told all doctors that.
And he kind of proved them all wrong. He lived to the age of 39 is still way too young, but
for what he was dealing with,
it was pretty amazing that he lasted that long. And I always knew in the back of my mind that, you know, when I'd hear every once in a while there'd be a rumor. Like last week they had a rumor that Beetlejuice died or something. Right. And of course it turned out.
There was actually 4 days ago or so a rumor that Eric died too.
Right. Whenever Eric even said he was going he had to go get checked or this, everyone, right away you'd read rumors. And when I first heard, I know around here, they said Eric might have died because no one believed it. And I didn't believe it because really because I knew Eric's situation with his health, I knew that we'd lose him at any time. I knew it. But I never really thought the day would come. You know what I mean? He just seemed to be beating the odds all the time. I just never imagined Eric not being here. And I got to tell you, it affected me so much. And even my wife, and I suspect this is for a lot of people. My wife goes, you know, my wife doesn't really know the show all that well. And she really didn't know Eric, but she was crying. She felt so sad to hear that Eric was gone. And she couldn't explain why. She goes, I don't know why. I feel something about this. And that's how I think all of us are feeling right now. We didn't know Eric personally, but we knew him over the air. We knew about his situation. We knew how hard his life was. And I always knew that. And I always loved giving Eric airtime. Eric loved airtime. There was one time he called in. He was so pissed off. He left a voice message for me. He was angry that he couldn't give it on the air. He was on hold. And, you know, there were times I couldn't get to Eric.
How dare you?
Yeah, right. Oh,
how dare you?
That was a real affront.
He would be.
Hey, Richard, it's me, Eric. I was on hold for 2 hours and 59 fucking minutes. I'm getting sick of this. This is getting fucking ridiculous as hell. He needs to start taking calls from his regular callers that used to call him on K-Rock. I mean, getting annoyed with it. Tell him that I want to talk to him tomorrow. I want on the air tomorrow. Bye for now. Your boss is a piece of shit.
He would get so mad. There were times he would call in and go, I can't believe you spoke to, like, you know, Julia Roberts for an hour, you know? Like he'd be.
How about when he'd say you didn't take my call when you were talking to this person?
Oh, he'd get so mad. I remember one time Simon Cowell was on, and, you know, when we first met Eric, he was so into American Idol.
He was Eric the Idol expert.
He was Eric the Idol expert, and he wanted Kelly Clarkson at the time and Diana DeGarmo. And when I finally had Simon on, I promised Eric I would at least bring it up to Simon. Eric the Midget is on the phone. He's in a wheelchair. Eric, I said I'd do this for you. I'm going to do it, okay?
Okay.
All right. The kid wants to have either with Kelly Clarkson or Carrie Underwood.
Right. He wants a date, is what he's calling.
And he wants you
Thank
to...
you, Robin. You guys...
Well, he's hoping it'll lead to either a hand release of some kind or something. And he's probably not long for the world. How much longer do you have to live with your condition, Eric?
I've outlived what the doctor said.
How long did they give you to live? How long did they tell you would live?
They said I wouldn't make it out my teens.
So this is borrowed time.
This is borrowed time,
okay,
you guys.
So we're talking about seconds here.
Right.
Eric, can I suggest something? Why don't you go for someone who maybe made the top 100 rather than the two winners?
That's what I
said. The guy is going to die.
No, but they're not even. But they're not even the cute ones.
Simon Cowell goes, we're talking about
one of my favorite memories with you and him was when you were first signing on to do AGT and you had him on the phone.
Right.
And you pitched him an idea. You said, what if we come back from commercial, the camera pans the judges' tables, you're sitting on my lap.
Right.
We don't ever explain who you are or why you're there.
Just put him there.
Would you do that? And his reply is just a pause and he goes, I'm 37 years old. That's one of the best responses ever.
God, that's so great. First time he ever called in.
Was about,
when
was about
that?
Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, it was about Kelly Clarkson. He wanted to defend her. I think
I called her.
And
called her
Friday.
fat enough.
Yeah, I called her fat, and Eric just was beside himself.
But Friday was his 12-year anniversary.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Wow.
and I was supposed to see Thursday. I was supposed to do an interview with him for the news. He texted me. He said, "My stomach's not doing well. Can we do it Friday?"
Right.
So Friday, I had the story from Thursday plus his anniversary, and he usually 1 o'clock our time. He's usually up on the West Coast. He wasn't up like he normally was, and we missed each other, and he never let that happen.
You know, you're right. I see here September 19th, 2002, this clip is from. Eric, how old are you?
27.
What's wrong with you? There's something wrong, right?
Well, I'm a disabled person.
Yeah, okay.
You're a guy?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm only 3'5", 3'6".
We got to get you down here. 3'5", what are you, a midget?
Yeah.
And what, are you ill or something?
No, it's just, it's 5 o'clock in the morning here.
Are you shorter than Mini-Me?
No, I think he's around the 2-foot mark.
Wow.
Right.
I'm always amazed at how little Mini-Me is.
Yeah.
If Mini-Me's 2 foot, you're 3'5"?
3'5".
You tower over him.
Yeah.
Somewhere in between that.
You work in a circus or on a show or something?
No, I'd like to get into show business, into acting, and into singing and stuff like that.
What do you do right now?
Actually, nothing. I'm living off SSI.
When's the last time you got laid?
Never.
Wow.
This guy's never gotten laid. Wow.
What a gift you gave him.
Yeah,
get laid,
sitting
huh?
here thinking, look, he's sitting there, he had hopes and dreams of being in show business.
When I hear that clip, I'm like, Eric wanted to be a singer. I was like, I've never heard him sing ever. I mean, we should have gotten him a singing
We had
job.
him sing.
I hear
Well, you had him do that wild thing one time.
Right, yeah. His singing was not his thing. You know, but Eric did act. I mean, we got him on about, I don't know, 10 shows maybe?
I remember watching him on the set of In Plain Sight in New Mexico, and just, you know, how seriously he took the job and how well he wanted to do at it. And it wasn't about getting out there and fucking around. Like, he saw himself as an actor, and he was hired as one, and he was going to do his job.
Oh, yeah. No, he wasn't kidding around. In Plain Sight with Mary McCormick. I mean, he...
I promised I'd get her help. I keep my promises. Well, we'll get her to Finkel. Anyway, good job. You compliment me? Well, don't get excited. I'm hormonal. Plus, my kid's in the hands of rank amateurs.
Hey, who's gonna get her crap out of that apartment?
Geez, I don't know what Beth's whining about. He seems sweet.
I'm curious.
Aw, adorable.
No, there he is acting.
That was the day when they had a bunny on set that was supposed to run out of the house, and his line, he was supposed to yell, "Don't let the bunnies out."
You know, what happened to that?
He did like 19 versions of it, and all exactly the same.
So many celebrities, Jan, so many celebrities were tweeting yesterday. I think Eric would have been pleased.
Andy Cohen talked about it on his show last night.
Oh, did he? I mean, Eric would have just loved this. That's the problem. You know?
I hope he knows. I hope there's some place that he went to and he can see all this.
Johnny Knoxville wrote, "Rest in peace, Eric the actor," on his Twitter account with a big heart sign. Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy insisted on calling in this morning. He'll call in later. Eric the actor was my all-time favorite.
Absolutely. What is Jimmy going to do?
He says, "I will miss him terribly. # bye for now." Natalie Maines.
And,
yes, Jan?
Natalie Mean started the hashtag thing to try to get him #1. And then Zach Efron, a whole shit of people started talking about him last night.
Natalie Maines said, "Rest in peace, Eric the actor. As a tribute, let's get Eric trending. # Eric the actor." And the people at Brickleberry said he was a pleasure to work with. Jonah Hill, I just found out that Eric the actor passed away. He entertained me for years. So sad that this great man left us. Rest in peace, Eric. Andy Cohen. Seems like it's true. So rest in peace, Eric the actor. One of the great stern callers ever.
We were going to originally try to wait till this morning where we can officially announce it on the show, but then family members and friends from high school seen it on family members' pages and started posting it on my page and started rumors that he was.
Well, it seems like everyone knew but Robin.
Yesterday.
Robin was actually shocked when I told her this morning.
VegFest.
Yeah, I heard.
Right. Because, Robin, at VegFest, they don't know Eric the actor, I guess.
I guess not.
It wasn't
No.
trending at
Like
VegFest.
news was blocked.
I'll tell you, I'll never be jealous of Robin's life when I hear she's at VegFest.
I'd rather have Jan be taking care of me.
When she's on her boat, I'll get a little envious, but not at VegFest. You know what I mean?
They were asking about you there. It was Washington, D.C., where we started.
Us Weekly, Howard Stern Show whackpacker Eric the actor Lynch died. He did not like being called a whackpacker. Let's remind people of this. In fact, Jan, I have some tape when Eric called, and he was just beside himself. Let me see if I can dig that out real quick. Somebody keeps changing my page. I don't know how that's possible. Are you crying, Jan, or is that a breathing situation?
No, I'm walking around outside where I don't keep people up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're out of breath, it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm just walking around, so I didn't want to keep people up.
Oh, God, I have so many great Eric moments. Do you remember when Eric measured his penis?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Why did he do that, Jan? I forget. There must have been a reason, because that's something Eric normally wouldn't do.
I think you offered him something, and all I know is I got woken up that morning and by phone call asking me to bring him the roller.
Now, Eric could have faked it, but he didn't. He was a man of his word, and here's a moment. So you're laying on the bed, nude, on your back?
Yeah.
All right.
Just want to picture this.
And you're fully aroused?
Yes.
Are you ready to measure?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
It's,
Be honest. From your shaft, not from your balls.
I know. I remember what you told me.
God knows what I told him. Like your son.
5 inches.
You're 5 inches.
Fully aroused.
Poor you.
Somewhere a little over.
Jan, did you throw away that ruler after that, or did you keep it?
I don't know what happened to it, to tell you the truth.
Jan's blocked out that whole evening.
Well, that wasn't the only time that something like that happened. That time that he was, well, I guess you could say, or whatever you would consider through email, taking a picture of his cock and sending it out. I walked in on him when he was doing it.
Was he ashamed that you walked in on him?
No, he got me that he just used the bathroom and he hadn't got his pants up yet.
Oh, that's the greatest.
Mind your business. He had a cover story.
Oh, that's so great. I have so many, oh my God, Eric with women. Eric and his penis got him into more trouble. Remember when Eric was in love with Kendra? She was a girl who had sort of...
yeah, that was probably his second most highlight with the girl till after she pretty much showed that she was a fake.
Yeah, Kendra had what, a website? She was
right, she was some kind of a
cam girl,
webcam girl or something.
And Eric
and then she worked at a strip club in Phoenix.
Yeah, and Eric was falling in love with her, and he would call up irate if anybody said anything about her. He really he really thought of her as like a girlfriend, right, Jan?
Yeah.
Eric, she's a porn star, right?
No.
Eric, I'm looking at her website. Can you define pornography for me, Eric? She's got live webcams where she's naked on her website. She's got live webcams where she makes out with chicks. Is that not pornography?
Horsetoot. Shut up.
Well, what is wrong about that?
Well, I'm just looking at...
I don't even know who this is. Is she...
She has a website, Howard.
So I can tell you.
Does she have a website, Eric?
If you would shut up for a minute, I will tell you.
This is his best phone call ever.
Of all the ways I thought this guy would die, I never thought of an aneurysm.
He's got a girlfriend now. Look at the guy.
Wait a minute,
on fire.
he's going to fight you.
Is he on meth?
Eric loved the show, didn't he? It gave him a reason it gave him fame. It gave him so much, right?
Yeah. He liked the fame. He liked the fighting, like I said earlier.
Yeah. What a character. God, I loved him. I mean, people say, what people say, I just love the guy. I loved him. Sometimes Gary would come to me and go...
I can't believe... What?
Gary would come to me sometimes, and he would say, Howard, how can you put this guy on? He's ungrateful. I go, Gary, that's what's so great about him.
Right.
He's not sitting there sucking somebody's dick for airtime. He's like, it's just unbelievable.
There's nobody that's dealt that hand in life that is like you to the rest of the world. They're usually a little giving, a little meekish, something, you know?
No, not him. Gary, you had a love-hate relationship with Eric, didn't you? I mean,
I did.
And more hate than love, because
you know what? I feel actually good. First of all, I know he was really mad at me this last week because I gave him a hard time about the ALS challenge, but I always saw it as like ball breaking, meaning like I didn't go home and say to my family, I hate Eric. Like it was here, I went with him, and then I just left it there. And I love tweaking him, there's no doubt about it. But when I spoke to him last year off the air about coming to the birthday show, which, by the way, he's up as well, I thought I had a good conversation with him, and I thought we were sort of in a good place. But yeah, I like breaking his balls, and he did get under my skin.
You didn't like Eric, though. You genuinely didn't like him. You would really get him.
Can I tell a story? This is where it turned for me. I always liked him, and I felt for him. And so he asked me once, could you get me into the American Idol show in Sacramento? So I remember talking to you, and you said, hey, if you can help the guy out. So I had to call a friend of a friend who ran the venue. You know, it was not an easy thing to do. So if Eric asked me on a Tuesday morning, I immediately went to work on it. When I came in Thursday morning, he had left me this vicious voicemail. Listen, if you're around with me, I will get you. And I called him back and I go, Eric, I'm trying to help you. Like, I got other work to do.
Right.
But that's who he was.
Yeah. And it would drive you nuts because you felt he was unappreciative. But what I loved about him, Gary, which I always had to explain myself to Gary, because Gary would say, how can you do this? He's driving me crazy. I can't stand this guy. I said, but it's the greatest. It's so great because Eric, by all accounts, with his afflictions and everything he had going on, you would think he would be this meek guy. Like you said, Shuli, he wasn't. He was a guy who would mix it up and be ornery. It was crazy the way he was. He'd yell at you if you were trying to help him.
Yeah. No, he wanted He wanted no favors. He was entitled to shit, and you better give it to him.
That's why I feel like Jan must have had like such a wild time with him. I mean, because as much as Jan helped him, he probably got yelled at too.
Oh, just last week I have a voicemail from Eric calling Gary an ape face for calling him a liar about ALS.
Oh my God! Oh.
And then Johnny and him would come up with this craziest, most outlandish to come up with to call in the show about.
But the thing I love most about that is Eric at his core was such a good guy that when you finally get him on the spot, you're like, dude, come clean. What's going on with this? And he'd go, all right. He wouldn't get to your face for too long.
Yeah, he was good. One of my favorite moments, Jan, was when Eric decided to go out on his own. He started with Johnny, his own internet radio station, and it was all Eric was the linchpin of this whole thing. And Eric's show, when we would play back Eric's show, it was the greatest thing ever.
Daz wanted to know, I believe, what your last movie that you went to go see. Which movie was that?
Yeah, which I didn't go see.
I didn't see it. What was that about?
It was a show about American Idol. It was a wrap-up show for American Idol, and
show done in a well.
It was so great.
No matter what they did, Eric was the one you couldn't hear.
It just went on, and it was always weird technical difficulties.
Eric, are you mad at Johnny for not following orders and calling into the Stern Show last Thursday?
Well, it was really not in orders. When I made this statement that I made the other day,
you couldn't write this stuff.
I knew Johnny wasn't calling in anymore. I was basically.
You couldn't write this stuff.
Oh, it was amazing.
That's a great question. Yeah. Oh, Jan, it was unbelievable, right? And then there was one point Eric then Eric gave up on the American Idol show. He decided to have a country music show. And the country music show, the problem was the music was louder than Eric.
That was Jules' debut.
up right now. She's crazy.
A demo on how not to do a radio show.
Oh, my God. I would say, Eric, we can't hear you. It didn't matter.
Like Christopherson would do.
Got a cold breeze and my left I got my wedding band. I've been wearing
He's talking.
around now long and I'm
But there was that long gap. He couldn't get started.
the only one who can set my
He loved country music, right, Jan? That was his thing.
Yeah, that was his main music he liked.
Oh,
He liked a little bit, I guess you could say, pop and R&B.
He loved it all. He loved pop stars. He loved following the charts. He was great. I mean, good Lord.
I loved it when he would call you and give you advice because now you were a judge and he knew all of these shows.
Oh my
and he
God.
evaluated your performance.
He was the only whackpacker that I would get bombed when he was mad at me. We only had one real big fight.
What was your fight about?
This was years ago.
That was the laying down thing.
Yeah, this was years ago. We were doing a show somewhere, and he came out to the show and was a part of it with us. And at one point, Jan took him out of his chair backstage and laid him on a couch, much like this couch here. And Eric was laying on his side, like it just looked like this Playgirl pose of like him laying on the couch. So they took a picture. I'm like, hey, can you send me that picture? And I ended up putting it on my MySpace as my profile picture, and Eric flipped out.
Yeah, because Eric told him as long as you don't post it nowhere. And
it was such an awesome picture. I couldn't resist. And he started texting me. He goes, "You balding Jew asshole pothead."
When Eric was pissed off at you, it was unbelievable. Like, I'm thinking back to all the time Eric was pissed off, but what was great was, I guess, on the air, Fred or somebody had said that Eric talks slowly and grunts when he talks.
Yeah.
And Eric just was beside himself.
So I'm abundantly clear with each and every person. Let me start over. Let me get something abundantly clear with everyone who listens to the show. I do not grunt when I talk, and I do not talk slowly. Do you hear me talking slowly right now? I talk at a normal rate of speed, and I do not grunt when I talk. Shut the fuck.
Oh my God! And, well, he gets mad at you, and then Eric would get mad at Fred because Fred would play the sound effects behind them. It was
loved
that. Yeah.
I'm not giving that shit credit for
Well,
Even if he deserves it, is what
I think you're making a mistake. I don't think that's fair to Steve.
Him covering the story helped you.
Really?
I hate Langford. I want you to fire his dumb shaft.
Why? Because he has a huge penis? Right.
Well, why do you hate Steve?
He helped you.
He's helping you.
0 point.
Are you saying you don't want any help?
Fred, you push that button one more time. I'm going to find you.
What?
0.0.
I'll meet you at JFK.
Eric could fight with the best of them, and he loved it. I don't even know what he said to you there, Fred. He was like, gonna do something.
I think he said he was just mad because, like, I always interject these little things, and he says, "I want to break you. I'm flying to New York. I'm going to break your fingers."
Is that what he said?
Yeah. It was beautiful. That was so pure.
Yeah, you almost felt like good if Eric was angry with you because it meant you'd arrived or something.
He was alive in those moments.
And by the way, I don't want to paint Eric as always being angry. There were times Eric could be downright sweet when he'd leave his message for the happy holidays.
Hey, this is Eric the actor. I wanted to leave this little Christmas message. So I just wanted to say, happy holidays to everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I've heard about your new 5-year, $400 million contract. Congratulations with that, and hope that you continue to entertain your fans for the next 5 years. Also, thank you for taking my call for the last 8 years plus. All right? So, again, happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everyone.
Yeah, I tell you, I love Eric the actor. Gonzo, you were always.
You know what I would? Oh, Gonzo,
you were always involved with something with Eric. You and Eric were always going at it. What do you want to say?
I just want to give my condolences. I don't want to make it, I'm just really sad. I'm like really broken up about it.
Hey, Gonzo.
Yeah.
Isn't it a little too late to come start saying all this stuff and turning your Twitter page around?
Yeah, I mean, even when Eric was alive, I never really did that much. I never really, fucked with Eric that much. I just, it was all good fun.
Since he got on, the worst one is Pollyanna Haas, or whatever you want to call her name, the nurse practitioner that she supposedly took care of her patients, but was able to send people to her house on Craigslist and all this stuff all day long harassing. She has the nerve to harass Eric 24/7, then ask for the obituary and ask to come to the funeral. That was the last person Eric would want to have anything of his.
Gonzo, you said this is officially your last phone call to us.
Well, regarding Eric, yeah.
Well, Howard, Eric's last voicemail to me, literally his last request is that Gonzo never gets on the air again.
Is that right?
Yeah.
But I sense that Eric, as much as he didn't like Gonzo, I think Eric liked the three-ring circus of guys like Gonzo with him all the time. Jan, am I wrong about this?
Oh, no, he liked the fighting part.
Yeah.
But he hated the people that he was fighting with.
Right.
And also, and in my defense, by the way, I never really said that, like, mean things about Eric. It was always like, Eric starting wildfires or Eric's,
Right, it was absurd stuff.
Right,
It was just to have fun with Eric. And I was truly, like, devastated when I heard the news from Friday. It was just, my condolences, and Jan, my sincerest condolences to you. Like, I really do feel I'm shaken up about it. Like,
All right, Gonzo, thank you for the call.
All right, thank you, Howard.
Right.
Anybody?
Yes, Jan.
For anybody that thought Eric was incompassionate and selfless and all that, he did that on the show. But the last thing Gonzo did that pissed off him so bad was all on me. It wasn't even about Eric, really. It was on me.
Yeah, because sometimes it could go too far.
Gonzo calling into a gay, black gay relationship show as me saying that he was getting abused by Eric. And Eric was 2 foot tall. And I worked for Eric for 15 years, which was all, and anybody that knows the truth, well, maybe that was bullshit.
Well, that's the best part of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, no one ever believed anything Gonzo did. I mean, it was absurd, yeah.
But he would get the whole premise wouldn't upset Eric. Just one little fact that Gonzo got wrong would upset Eric.
Hansy, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
What's going on, man?
Well, you know what's going on. Eric has died, and Eric was our friend, and we loved Eric.
I know. I didn't mean literally what's going. Okay, I just want to say I'm gonna miss Eric. What the call? He was like one of my favorite parts of the show, and one of my favorite memories is when he got mad at Jimmy Kimmel because Jimmy Kimmel said that his hand was like a soft peach or something like.
He said he shook Eric's hand. It was like a rotten plum.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And then Eric got so pissed off at Jimmy. It was so great. But Jimmy, I have to say something because I know Jimmy off the air, and Jimmy Kimmel, Hansy, and Jan and everyone else. Jimmy Kimmel was literally the biggest Eric the Actor fan. So big that I know that Jimmy regularly gave to his Amazon wish list. And that, yeah, and Jimmy was just fascinated by his phone calls. One of the first emails I got when it was, first of all, Jimmy started to write my wife. I was unavailable, and he said, "Tell me it's not true about Eric. Tell me it's not true." When he heard the news, he was devastated. And really, really devastated. I mean, he just adored him, and really said to me, it was weird because I guess we had been playing something of Eric's on Howard 101 while we were away, and he said I sat in my driveway for 20 extra minutes listening to Eric the Actor. I mean, Jimmy, is there a bigger Eric the Actor fan than you?
I don't think. Well, first of all, let me say what an honor it is to follow Hansy and Gonzo in contributing our little pal Eric. I really did love Eric. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he was, everything about him fascinated me, and I don't think I was the only one. There's so many great
And I don't think Eric would have liked to be called a whack packer, but there's so many great ones. And I think the fact that Eric had no respect for you whatsoever,
right,
is what I liked best about him. Because you sit there and talk to this tiny little guy in a wheelchair, and who lived with his parents and really didn't have a whole lot going on outside of watching wrestling and American Idol. And he would argue with you as if you were equals, and you would argue with him as if you were equals. And I guess you really were, because you both kind of took that position, and I just love that. I really do. I just
Jimmy,
love
I think
that.
you summed it up for me, because you're right. You think that a guy who had absolutely so little going on and really needed me for trips to the Bunny Ranch or needed me for his fame fix, it didn't matter. What was so fascinating was he would just give me every single day and stand up to me.
But not only that, he'd give you advice.
But yeah,
that's what I love. He'd call you and give you advice.
And anybody else would have just been begging me and kowtowing to me because I had this power to put him on the air. But it was precisely that he didn't give me shit that made him great.
I've been listening since the 90s, Howard, and he is, as he would say, the only normal caller that I would remember that fought so much with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
None of the other ones would fight so much with you.
Absolutely. Jimmy,
yes,
this really is devastating, isn't it?
Oh, it's terrible. I mean, it really is terrible. I was trying to explain this to my parents yesterday, and they had no idea what I was talking about. But I really, yes. But I had a lot of affection for the guy, and I just can't. It's so sad that he's not gonna call in anymore. I mean, there were many times where he said he wouldn't call in anymore, and that was part of the fun. The longer it would go, when you knew he was going to finally break down and call in because he'd be offered a bit part on some show, and he'd have some reason that he'd have to break his vow and call, and that was always such added in the negotiations with the balloons. And
Jimmy, do you remember? I think the greatest moment was Eric had banned himself from the show. He said, "That's it. I'm never calling in again." And it had gone on for the longest time, like weeks, literally. We hadn't heard from Eric. And I remember sitting here on the air. I would be looking. How long did it last, Jan? 3 months?
3 months, I think.
3 months. So for 3 months, I hadn't heard from Eric, and I got really weirded out about it because, I loved Eric's phone calls, and I thought, wow, maybe he's for real this time. Maybe we really lost him. I don't know. This sucks. But, of course, if I begged him to come back on, it wouldn't have been any good because then it just wouldn't work. It has to be Eric wanting to come back on. So
and he was listening, too. He was texting me through that whole time.
And it was driving Eric crazy. So finally one day, we get a call from a guy named Derek.
Right.
Derek from Texas.
Derek from Texas, who started calling in, and of course it was Eric. He could not disguise his voice. He put on a little bit of an accent. And
now that he's gone, we can reveal the secret.
Yeah, and I played along. I would just be Derek. Eric can never call in again, but you all talk to. And he's like, yeah, that's right.
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy, y'all. Derek, the actor, might have been my favorite of all time. And once in a while, he'd screw up and call himself Eric.
Right.
It was so
He'd
great.
lose the accent in the middle of the sentence.
Jimmy, what was your favorite Eric, the actor moment?
Turned out he had a lot in common with Derek. With Eric, the midget Derek from Texas.
Yeah, they were almost the same guy. They both wanted to be actors. They both wanted acting parts. It was great. What was your favorite remembrance of?
Well, for me, it was the balloons. I mean, that off year I became obsessed with the idea of flying Eric with balloons, and almost to the point where I think I was pestering you about it.
You were.
There was no price I was unwilling to pay to get to make that happen. And it still amazes me that after all the pressure that we put on him collectively, really to do something that wasn't such a big deal, but that he said no, and he just wouldn't do it. And
he would say no matter what they would offer.
Yeah, he really would.
But what was great about it was there was no way we were going to fly him with balloons. Like there was no way, but just telling Eric he was going to fly with balloons, because first of all, the idea of attaching balloons to a wheelchair and getting him up in the air in the studio, and then I really had this horrible panic that we fly Eric with balloons, and he flew out our window up here. And
You never see him again?
He'd be on the 36th floor, and he'd just be flying around for the rest of his life. I was more afraid of flying Eric with balloons than Eric was.
And I would call him off air and offer him things just to gauge, like, how against it he was. There was nothing you could offer this guy that would make him agree to that.
And when Jimmy says that he pestered me, I was not flying Eric with balloons ever. But Jimmy was serious about it. He goes, no, we can do this. You got to make it happen. You got to make it happen. And literally, I'd say 2 or 3 emails a day for a while from Jimmy about flying Eric with balloons.
I studied it. I figured out how many balloons it would take, and that it was indeed possible. But well, you know what? I really admire him for not doing it. He had so much self-esteem for a person who, you know, if it's a lot of people who have everything don't have any self-esteem, and he really, I mean, he knew he was great.
Jimmy, he loved life. Jan, am I right? I mean, Eric, despite all of his pain, all of the predictions of his early death, all this stuff, he loved life. The way he embraced wrestling, and he embraced the show, and he loved it. I wish everyone had a love of life like Eric did.
Well, I'll say a couple things about Jimmy. The one thing when it come up about when did he meet Jimmy the first time, the one thing he would bring up the most was the first time he realized Jimmy was really a fan and was really cool was the first time we went to the studio. We were about 6 blocks away, and he sent his cousin Mickey after us to give Eric a jersey from the Sacramento Kings, and Eric would bring that up a lot when he talked about Jimmy.
Yeah, you know, Eric was grateful, believe it or not. Yes.
And then he, I guess you could say, used Jimmy. Jimmy, I don't know, you guys probably remember when Jimmy, I believe it was Jimmy that set up the visit with the ABC executive and
Rob Mills.
Rob Mills.
Yeah, Jimmy was behind
that he would fly with balloons if he did that, and then when he got there, Robert Mills asked him, when are you going to fly? And he told Robert Mills, no, I'm not going to fly.
He lied. Here's a remembrance. This is a little bit of Derek from Texas, Eric's alter ego.
Hey there, Mr. Frotto. I'm leaving this message for you to give to those stern people, because, you know, I've really been thinking about it. I don't like them at all. They're a bunch of dumps. They don't treat little people nicely.
That was sound anything like
after
Eric.
Months of not being on the air, this guy shows up, Derek from Texas, and I'm dealing with Derek from Texas.
They'll never know.
Jimmy, it's a sad day. It really is, and
it is.
But we're never going to hear the little guy call in again, and it just seems. And you know, there was a whole new chapter starting. The new Eric the actor without Jan having to live with his parents. And
right, and we didn't know how that was going to play out.
Well, I heard that, and I did feel really bad for him when I heard that story. And I have to say, God bless Jan for taking care of him, because that is a big job, and I think that I wish there were more people like that. That's a pretty great thing.
Jimmy, I know that yes, Jan, and I said this earlier to Jan. I said there's nobody with a more loving heart for Jan to devote his life. Now Jan's got to go take care of his parents in the way he took care of Eric. I said this is a guy who gives like nobody I've ever seen. I mean, it's just remarkable. Really remarkable.
Yeah, it really is. It really is, and. I think I'm thinking of one other Eric memory when he wanted Johnny Fratto to murder the guy who was mean to him in high school.
Yeah, we played the tape. We played the tape. It's so great because Johnny goes, "This kid's a gangster." He gave him the order to hit him. That's it.
He knew what to do. He knew what to do.
He knew what to do.
You know what? I'm trying to remember, because Howard, you tried to stop talking to Eric at one time. You said that you would never take another phone call, and you broke down quickly.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding? I couldn't refuse calls from Eric.
Eric's self-ban lasted longer than any of the ones Howard banned him.
That's right.
Yeah. Eric would ban himself. And I go, Eric, you can't ban yourself. You're punishing yourself. You love the air. He's going to do it. It never lasted.
But once you did it, and you didn't last any time at all.
No, you can't. You couldn't stay away from Eric, I'm telling you. Jimmy, you should fly with balloons to honor Eric, I think.
You know what? I think there should be, I'd like to see a sculpture built in a park of Eric attached to balloons. And it's something that we could really remember him by. I mean, we got to figure something out to memorialize
honor him.
Well, you know, it's funny. Somebody on the internet I saw this morning painted a picture of Eric flying into heaven. Heaven's gates were open, and he was in balloons in his wheelchair. And I'm telling you, I almost lost it. I really did. It was so beautiful. This little cartoon of Eric flying to the pearly gates.
Yeah, I think if God demanded Eric fly with balloons into heaven, he would have told him to go there.
I know. You know, it's funny. You know, Eric, he's such an unusual guy, or was such an unusual guy, because I still can't help but thinking that a guy in a wheelchair and a guy as sick as he was, you know, if there really is a God, I can imagine that Eric wouldn't wake up every day cursing out God for doing this to him. And Eric had none of that. Jan, did he ever complain about his condition? Did he ever sit there and
why me?
Because he was an excellent representative for people who are full-bodied, who are able-bodied, who really complain about everything. He didn't seem to complain about his lot in life.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, remember also he's the only one with a condition in his family.
Yeah.
You know, everybody else
was fine.
Able-bodied and tall and everything.
The recipe's there for him to be super bitter.
Wouldn't it be great, Jimmy, if Eric got 70 naked Carrie Underwoods in heaven? Like that was...
Oh, yeah, Diana DeGarmo.
Oh, Diana DeGarmo. Oh, if Eric could have just had one night with Diana DeGarmo.
Right, I said, this
guy... what was great was Eric got her mother's phone number, and he used to call her.
She had to change her phone number. He used to call. I'd say, Eric, you're calling too much. He goes, no. I go, did you call yesterday? Yes. How many times did you call? Like 5. He goes, no, 4. And the mother finally gave up, changed her number. It was great.
The thing he loved more than the show, more than anything else, was giant boobs.
Yes.
So when we would be on the road and he would do shows with us, I would ask for volunteers to come up to let him motorboat. Let Eric motorboat him. And this is what a guy he was. I go, I threw this idea out one night. I said, what about dressing you up like Superman? And we literally hold you up and fly you into the breast. And he looked at me and he goes, no Superman, but you could fly me into the breast. And so literally Jan was on stage holding him. And I mean, the shots of his face sliding into breasts one after, and I mean, 10 chicks lined up.
He loved it.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
With him? What?
That was the last 2 shows he ever did.
Yeah.
Wow. What was his thing about costumes? Because that was always a big deal. You could never, once
please.
Johnny had a job for him to be in a bumblebee costume or something, and Eric refused.
Eric had his dignity, like Jimmy said.
Not some clown.
Fucking footed you more.
Oh my God! When Eric would get upset about club footed, that was another. I didn't even play that clip, and there's so many clips you could play, but this one is the best. By the way, I saw a picture of Eric. His foot is completely turned around. I don't know.
Well, he had an operation.
Yeah, he has sneakers on, and his foot is completely reversed.
Wow.
He's got so many problems. Eric, what's going on with your foot? Are you okay with your foot?
I'm double jointed. There's nothing
There ain't no
wrong with my foot.
double jointed. That's quadruple jointed.
Part of my disability, jackass.
All right, but that's why I'm asking.
There's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong with it.
All right, I'm going to go first to Jeff Probst, who is currently in second place.
I don't know.
You
I
don't
guessed
know.
Ronnie.
No.
Ronnie does not have a berry on his face. He's got other shit on his face, but not a berry. Jimmy, what's the answer?
Ralph the Homo.
Ralph the Homo is acceptable. Jerry O'Connell, what's the answer? Come on,
you know
who has
what?
a berry on his face?
I went with Eric the Midget.
Eric the Midget?
Oh, my goodness. Well, didn't he have something on his face?
Are you aware we bumped Ryan Felipe for you? Jerry said, I'm really embarrassed by my performance. I go,
He doesn't want to leave the studio because of it.
I said, maybe you should be happy you didn't do that well.
Shows you have a life.
Yeah. I mean, shows you have something going on, man.
Here's the thing, Jerry. You have to listen all day and then listen to the reruns on the weekend over and over and over again. Try to memorize everything that happens.
And obviously you don't have that kind of time.
Right. How often you banging your wife? Is it still as hot and heavy as when you first met her?
Yeah, it's still going well. A lot of people when I got married said the first year was going to be the most difficult, and I haven't found that at all.
So it's getting more difficult?
It's
You mean?
yeah.
To me, the first year is the fun part. You know, I mean, you still have that glow.
Well, how long did you know each other before you got married?
They were going out a long time.
For a few years, 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Well, Jerry, you mean the first year of marriage, right? Is supposed to be the most difficult.
That's what I mean. I mean, we, but you
were living together and everything before that, so it wasn't like anything changed.
I've actually found, like I've actually gotten better at it. A lot of times
at fucking.
Yeah, I'm practicing. I
practice with her too.
I try to never fight. Like even when fights are instigated, and they get instigated, they just do. But
is it weird for you when you go out like together and Rebecca gets all this attention because of her looks, and then like guys kind of are always sort of like flirting with her and hitting on her? I mean, does it get a little bothersome?
There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm the one that Rebecca's married to, so it doesn't bother me. And what am I going to do about that?
When you say the fights get instigated, who's instigating them?
I just mean everyone. People who live together are going to have differences. Definitely.
What differences could you have with Rebecca, though? I mean, it seems impossible.
You just have differences about, like...
Do you try to put things up in the house that she doesn't want up there?
Actually, I have a Joe DiMaggio ball that keeps getting, like, hidden, and I keep putting it in the center of the mantle, and then it gets,
I had read that Rebecca does something to you that I don't approve of, that when you like to watch sports... She like comes in the room and demands that the TV be turned off. That's not right.
Or down or something. She doesn't like the sound of it.
Yeah, it's
called a broad.
Yeah,
but that's not fair. I mean, Jerry's got to have his thing, you know.
I am someone who I watch a lot of football. I like to take during football season, the 16, 17, 18 weeks of football season. I like to take all day Sunday and just sit down and just watch every game
because you're a man.
As I can.
Yeah.
And I think,
and she'll walk in and go.
I think it's a common argument that spouses want to do other things outside and stuff, and I have to respect that.
She went on Letterman on one of these shows and goes, "I go in the room and I make Jerry turn it off."
Wow. Well, no, not the football game. The negotiation that we've had, once again, getting back to never fighting, is Rebecca listens to music while I get to watch the image of the football game.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, so you can't hear the sound of the football game.
I cannot hear the sound.
You guys have to be in the same room.
We only have just a living room, and
you should come to my house.
Really?
You should probably get divorced. I mean, it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it does sound ridiculous. Like why does Jerry have to have music on?
So she's dancing around and stuff while you're watching the game.
What kind of music are you listening to?
Is that the problem being with a hot chick? They're used to getting what they want from men.
I think. I think that Rebecca is.
Why are you laughing, Jimmy?
I feel bad for Jerry, but what are you going to do?
Listen, I think
being
that
so careful.
I realize there are demands made of me that if I was with another woman, I would probably say shut the fuck up, And when I'm very grateful to be with Rebecca, and I just don't want to fight.
Jimmy would never put up with that. Jimmy, if Sarah walked in the room and said to you, "Look, I'm putting music on. Turn that fucking football sound off."
I wouldn't even hear the words.
You wouldn't?
They wouldn't even penetrate my head.
Sarah would get tasered, right?
No, but you know what? She knows that. She knows that I enjoy that, and it's part of the kind of the deal, and so she lets it happen.
I'm afraid Jerry didn't teach Rebecca right from the start.
Like Jerry's on the losing end of every argument. Is that how you're feeling?
That's how I'm feeling.
Rebecca gets her way all the time.
Like Rebecca has a sign up in the bathroom to remind Jerry to put the toilet seat down.
Actually, I did get in trouble. I was putting the lid down, and I'm told to keep the lid up and just keep the seat down.
Wow!
I did get in a little bit of trouble for that.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you put the seat any way you want, right?
Yeah, well, sure, of course. But part of the thing is she has her place, I have my place. So, her place is she gets to decide what goes on, and my place I decide what goes on.
Jimmy told me he pees on Sarah. He doesn't even.
He doesn't even go to the bathroom anymore. He just pees on Sarah.
He's still wiped down.
Little R. Kelly.
You get back at a hot chick, you disappoint them during sex. That's what I do.
Yeah,
that'll teach him.
That's my strategy.
970p. The extra E is for extra P.
Oh, Rebecca's a lot of fun.
a lot of fun.
I got to hang out with Rebecca, as you know.
I know,
I mean,
has
she is fun.
Wonderful things to say about you, and especially Beth. Really likes Beth.
Who does she like better, Howard or Beth?
I think she likes them differently. You know, I mean,
that's a terrible question. She likes me better. I know that.
Jimmy's just trying to.
I don't think that's true necessarily.
You're a troublemaker.
I think Rebecca thinks Beth is a really special person. I think Rebecca thinks you're.
But Rebecca, if push came to shove, Rebecca would rather spend the day with me than with Beth.
I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, I know it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm sure Rebecca paints it differently with Jerry than you know.
Right.
Otherwise.
He doesn't want to make Jerry.
Rebecca thinks you'd rather spend the day with Jerry, Beth, or Howard?
Beth.
Of course.
Well, then that makes sense.
You're a guy. Well, I'm extra special to the whole world. Beth is special, but I'm extra special. You know, I'm
halibut.
Do you know?
There's some things I would like to bring up from our vacation together, but I don't know if it's cool to bring them up.
Well, yeah, it's cool, but first of all, I just want to say that people should know that Jimmy is such a super fan, and in a way he deserved to win the contest, because whenever he wants to hear the Howard Stern show in his house, he turns to Sarah and goes, "Halibut." And
then
that
she
means
turns
put on
it on.
the radio.
Wow. She does it to me, too. That's our code. Halibut.
Because of the bit I do, my father loves halibut. Do they have the halibut? The halibut?
Halibut.
My father, you turn him on to something if he likes it, now he thinks there's no other fish in the world. Do they have the halibut? That's my old man says. And I go, Dad, I don't know if they have the halibut. And when did it become the halibut?
But I think you always know if they have the halibut because you have to check ahead.
But you know what? He likes every fish. It doesn't matter, but he thinks he likes halibut because he had it once and he liked it.
Probably does like it.
Do they have the halibut?
Do you want to hear something weird? I don't buy newspapers anymore just because you get it on the internet, and I sort of canceled all the subscriptions.
Right.
But I flew in yesterday and I bought a New York Times, and now when I get the New York Times, I think of your father. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Well, my father, that's his Bible.
Yeah.
Like if I was a writer for the New York Times, my father would think I was great. Like anything with the New York Times.
But it's just funny how you affiliate things with things, you know? Like I think of your dad when I pick up the New York Times.
My father's already read the entire New York Times. Front to
already
back.
done.
It's already done.
For the day.
And he can quiz you on it, and we'll have opinions about it. And as long as you talk about that, you're fine. You go off into any other area, you don't want to hear from me.
Unless it's halibut. But you are just like your father in a lot of ways.
I know.
Because
Absolutely.
when we sit down for dinner at around 4:30 in the afternoon, when you sit down to dinner,
That's not true.
You better be ready. Well, fortunately, Beth is around to negotiate a later time.
Right.
Or else,
Well, I'm hungry.
If it was entirely up to you, it would be early.
That's funny. If Beth calls and goes, listen, we can start negotiating dinner. Howard wants it at noon.
Is that the funny thing you wanted to tell about the vacation?
No, but there is definitely a lot of anxiety there as far as ordering quickly goes.
Do you have to order quickly with Howard?
Oh, yes.
Because it's
really?
Oh, yes, you do. Well, I just wanted to mention a couple things because Sarah is very bad at ordering, and the great part is she doesn't think she's bad at ordering, but everything's positioned as a question. Like there's something on the menu is like she's a vegetarian, which makes everything a problem. But she'd be like, veggie wrap. And then the waiter doesn't know what to do because it's being positioned as a question.
Right.
And really you just say, veggie wrap. That's what she want, right? But it becomes a whole thing. But when you're around, she gets her act together and like kind of prepares for what she's going to order.
So is she nervous around me?
Well, no, but I think she understands that everything has to go exactly your way, or we
Is
have
that
trouble.
true, or you just know that from the radio?
Howard, everyone's nervous around you.
No,
Why is everyone
I'm
nervous
not
around
nervous
me?
around you because I share the same anxiety about wanting. I feel like the waiter's got to get the order, and I don't want to waste their time. And
you know what I
all that
find,
stuff.
and tell me if you guys find this. When I finally get to a restaurant, no matter what time it is, I'm hungry. I want to eat. I'm really hungry, and no amount of drinking is going to satisfy. I don't want to socialize. I want to eat, and it is a curse. It is a curse. I am like my father that way. I don't,
I'm actually someone who, when they come to take the drink order, I put my food order in.
That's what I do, and that's what Jimmy's making fun. I go, you know what, waiter? Here's the
I
drinks.
know everything I want right now.
Yeah, I mean, it takes me 3 seconds to analyze a menu. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. to look
There's
over
a name
menu.
for people like that. It's called an asshole.
Am I being an asshole?
Well, no, it just feels like you're rushing the whole thing, you know.
The whole
but what's
idea
the rush?
is to
I mean-
enjoy the company.
Yes, but if
to
the order,
take your time.
But if the order, you know what? There's such a thing as too much time with people.
I will say in Howard's defense,
Most people don't think it's 30 seconds.
It's not a short meal. There's
a long
plenty of
meal.
socializing. It just more of it happens after the meal than before
Oh,
the
it
meal.
does not. He's gone halfway through the meal.
No. I didn't. Not on vacation.
No, come on. Am I like that?
Not,
I mean,
not
I
on
love it.
vacation, but you do like to order right away.
I do. I want it done.
Well, I think restaurants appreciate it too because they have turnover rates that they have to.
No, we stay
According
forever.
to Jimmy, he's just ordering fast and not leaving.
Yeah,
And you want to know what's fun?
Danielle's a big turnover play.
No, but you know what's fun? Like Beth and I, and Beth is this. Like she'll say, "Oh yeah, he's terrible. He orders fast and all that." She loves it. We get home, she goes, "Thank God you order fast because I got
You know
home."
what? This is your interpretation of her
Ask her.
because we have heard you interpret
She won't
her
say it on the
before,
air.
and then she calls in and corrects the whole thing.
I love being with Jimmy and Sarah, but I swear, like if we're on vacation together and we meet for dinner, there's like an ebb and flow to it. I mean, it's enough already.
Yeah.
It's like we've sat for an hour and a half. That's it.
Oh no, we'd had longer
2
meals than
hours.
an hour and a half.
We
say.
have fun.
But when Beth came out to L.A. a couple of weeks ago, we went out to dinner at like 9:30 p.m.
Yeah, you guys.
And we were probably out till midnight.
Yeah, Beth
so
will
that's
do that.
not happening if Howard's in the mix, is what
Right.
you're saying.
Yeah, but that's
Right.
weird because Beth will say to me, "Oh, it's so great when you're there because it's over quick and they can not with you, but like it's
Yeah,
happened."
but you said that the night you left Gary's early, you said Beth was
Anxious
so
to
into
get
that.
out.
She won't admit it on the air.
She
was
won't.
Happy.
You're still sticking by that story.
She told me in private she was happy we left Gary's.
Lying. I know you're lying.
No.
I know you're lying.
She was thrilled. No one
She
wanted
was
to be there.
trying to get dessert. You were yelling at her from the front door.
Gary dragged out the evening. Gary was like waiting and waiting and waiting to serve this meal.
Waiting and waiting. His wife made dessert. They said Mary's dessert.
Oh, it was. I took it in the car with me.
It.
Everyone wanted to leave. I wasn't the only one. It was a great night, but it was enough.
Can I give Jimmy the timetable? So, Jimmy, here's the timetable. Arrive at my house at 7 o'clock.
Right.
Yeah.
And where you have drinks and hors d'oeuvres. You wait around, right? We sit down to eat.
Forever.
We're supposed to start eating at 8, but we start, because Artie was a little late, so we start eating at about 8.
So I get penalized.
We start eating at 8:20, okay?
Right. I never eat for more
now
than an
now
hour.
the meal goes fast. In fact, I had a guy who was going to talk about wines. I cut that. So at 9:30,
He's taking things out of the program.
I'm taking things out of the program. At 9:30, we have eaten a full meal. We've eaten like salad, the main course, and everything. And now they're bringing out dessert. And Howard gets up and leaves at
Dessert.
9:30.
Dude, it
An
was the
hour.
best. We were getting our main course.
Entree. That's
Gary
right.
goes,
She left.
Mary made dessert. And I go, who cares who made dessert?
So Beth goes back into the kitchen with Mary to try to get some of this dessert to take home. Howard's at the front door screaming her name.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt the dinner.
My entree
I'm
was
cursed.
being set down, and I was at a table with Ronnie. So Howard gets up
At the
and
kids' table.
yeah, so Ronnie has to get up to get Air Force One ready because Howard got up.
You want to know something?
The entire thing is disturbed.
I'll admit it. Don't invite me anywhere because I'm an asshole. Okay? If that's what everyone wants to hear. You want to know the truth? I'm not doing it to be rude. I just can't take it. I don't understand. It's like torture.
But can I tell you something? It is rude because
I
what
don't
you're saying
understand sitting and
is
talking.
Your presence.
what you're saying is
this. I understand. It's a job.
here's why it's rude.
Would you want to be doing this if it wasn't a job?
What you're saying is, I don't care what regular people do or how any of you feel. This is how I feel, and I'm going to do what I want to do.
I disagree, by the way. I'm going to disagree, and I want to just do a very rudimentary psychological analysis of
All
this
right.
because I do have this to a certain extent with my circle of people. Everybody's so goddamn concerned with that you're happy, and look, even you canceling the wine.
Just do what you want.
Because
Stop
of how
focusing on me.
It makes you uncomfortable. It makes you feel like,
But Jimmy,
everybody's looking at me. Everybody is following my lead.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
Howard
want
doesn't know.
everyone to follow
Howard
my
doesn't know
lead.
Gary canceled all that. He did
And
not
Jimmy,
know.
here's the difference between you and Howard. If you don't like the way things are going, in other words, I'm having this dinner, but
Why
I
don't you
know
work for
every
Jimmy?
second of the way,
Why don't you go work for
that
Jimmy?
every little piece of it is going to be critiqued on Monday morning.
Yeah.
Right.
You'll
right.
sit
So
through the
now, of
torture.
course, now I'm calling audible.
No,
You
I
should
do
work
the
for
same
Jimmy.
thing. I do the same thing.
I
to
might
people.
when we're done here. Maybe Jimmy will hire me.
Jimmy's not hiring.
I know.
It could happen. You never know.
You never know.
Well, I do understand to a certain extent, even if you're not.
Do you have a bad
trying
time
to do
on
it,
vacation with me, though?
No, I have a lot of fun on vacation.
We do, right?
Yeah.
So am I a drag?
Not at all. No.
Although I got
Be
upset.
honest, Howard is rude.
No,
am I?
No, not at all.
No,
not at
I'm
all.
not.
No.
You are.
No.
You can be.
No,
well,
I'm not.
I don't see that. I
don't
don't
see it
The
either.
word isn't
telling
rude.
you,
It's
yeah.
you can be abrupt. You can be abrupt sometimes.
I'm
Like,
doing
Let me
people
say,
a
you
favor.
can say abrupt all you want. I
You're
invited
rude.
Howard to go to the Rainforest concert with me once.
Yeah.
And you know how he's saying he left during intermission at this one?
Yeah.
He did it to me, too, only he
Right.
didn't even say goodbye.
Well, I didn't want to
turned-
interrupt you. I was being
you know,
considerate.
the
I
concert
was.
started up again. He was there.
Yeah.
And then I turned to say something to him. The whole row was empty.
Yeah.
He left and he took everybody with
I
him.
do
Robin,
that, too.
honestly, I did that to not be rude. I did that to say, she's sitting there enjoying herself. If I make a whole big goodbye, it's annoying. Like let her have her good time. Why should I ruin? And then she's going to be like, oh, he's leaving. He probably didn't have a good time. I just left. That's all.
Well, I
Don't
wanted to
bother
have
anyone.
a good time with you, and all of a sudden you were gone, and I was like, oh my God, did he
honestly-
not enjoy himself? He didn't even say goodbye.
I honestly didn't do it to be rude.
It's called a French exit because it's a rude exit because
Is
you
it?
don't say goodbye to people.
Wow.
But
What time
I,
do you-
I have no problems with
What
it.
time do you wake up in the morning on, say, though, when you're on vacation? What time do you get up?
Oh, it's probably around 7.
And the weekends and stuff. See, Howard gets up so early
I get
that
up
it
at 5.
seems much later to him, I think.
yeah, I mean, we
it
went
does,
away
and
to.
I get up at 5, and then I hate Jimmy because you're waiting and waiting and waiting. Like Harry
He doesn't
with
get
Artie.
up with you.
He doesn't get up, and then he comes out of bed like
Artie doesn't get up until noon.
he starts eating.
7
breakfast.
Noon is early.
Same with Jimmy and Sarah. They don't emerge from their room till like noon. I'm like, the whole day is over.
Well, can't you entertain yourself? What are you, a loser?
No, I do, but then they want to go to dinner together and they want to eat late, and I'm like, well, I've been up since 5 in the morning.
See, here's an observation about you and Beth that I think is.
I don't need Jimmy. Unlike you, I don't need someone to entertain me. Trust me, pal.
You had Beth with you.
I don't need Beth to be with me to entertain myself.
Here's an observation
I'm busy.
about Howard and Beth that's really admirable. Like when we went to Bubba's wedding, we were staying at that hotel. Like I woke up what I thought was really early. Like 7 o'clock is early. And I see Howard and Beth they're coming over from the beach. They've already run for an hour and are walking on the beach. And like they've already done half a day's work.
I start my day.
Yeah.
That's it.
But what, you never think about sleeping till like 10 on a vacation?
I do my ablutions and then I start my day.
Who can do it?
Yeah.
Everyone else besides you, too. I don't know.
Robin was out there early, too.
I was finished my run when I saw them run.
Right.
How's that vacation? You getting up and running?
I don't know.
Look, what am I going to do?
What are you running from? That's really the
exactly.
question.
What are you
I'm
running
running
from?
to stay in shape. I want to be in shape.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
Oh my goodness.
Do you think
oh,
what
to
else?
be on
Am
the
I?
beach is
Am I
so
not fun to be
horrible.
on vacation?
No,
with?
you're a lot of fun to be on vacation.
Yeah, I thought
with.
we had a good time.
There was one other funny, but it's not fun to talk about the normal stuff. But one of the great things was when we went into town. We were in Mexico. And
That
we
upset me.
Oh, that was great.
That was a whole thing.
I wouldn't go.
Howard,
I wouldn't go.
Leave the resort.
I would never go to any town in Mexico.
Howard was
isn't-
certain that
For fear of
banditos,
kidnapping?
banditos were going to kidnap Beth.
I understand that. When you leave New York, you're camping out. So.
I was so dead serious. Jimmy goes, "Hey, let's go into town," and I
didn't
go,
say it. Beth and Sarah want to go to town.
No, Sarah wants.
Did you want to go to
town.
Carlos and Charlie's or something?
No,
Or
just they
know.
wanted to go shopping for
whatever.
trinkets.
Yeah.
Papas
So
and beer?
I said to them, and I was dead serious when I said this, and I really felt this way. I said to Beth, listen, don't go into town. I've been reading about these kidnappings. In fact, in Mexico
Oh, my
now,
God, I was kidding, but I was
No, but
right.
in Mexico, they're kidnapping country singers and killing them.
Yeah.
The Mexican country
singers. Then
Yeah.
you were safe.
Yeah, we weren't. Oh, wait a minute. We were with a country singer.
And the fact of the matter
didn't think of that.
That's
Yeah.
right. And the fact of the matter is, I said to Beth, go ahead if you insist on going. But when you get kidnapped, don't fucking call me. Because I told you not to go. So I'm sitting there, I'm waiting for them to get back. I'm waiting. They finally come back, and Beth wasn't kidnapped, and everyone was safe. And they're describing they went into town, they had sodas, they went to like
Margaritas.
Margarita.
Yeah.
They had all this fun.
They had a great time.
And I was perfectly happy staying right at the resort. I don't need. Why would you leave heaven?
Were you honestly worried that Beth was going to get kidnapped by banditos?
Yes.
But you were worried, but you didn't come with her to protect her.
I don't want to.
Please, that's the last thing he's going to do.
Now, you know what was scary to me?
What?
There were people we were with, and not anyone, not Jimmy and not Sarah, and not me or Beth, but there were people we were with who wanted to get into town to buy pot, I heard a rumor.
Oh, I see.
And I said in Mexico, if you go and approach people about pot, they're either going to kidnap you, kill you, or arrest you, and you will never see the light of fucking day. Jerry, am I right? Am I being an asshole?
I have to tell you, when we go on vacation to Mexico, we don't leave our resort either.
Of course.
And we actually do it because this is awful, but we don't want to run into other people who are going to know
Mexicans?
us. No.
You don't want to run into Mexicans. Fair enough.
No. We don't want to run into people who are maybe going to want to take a picture or anything like that. Now, these places are filled with touristy type people,
right?
And they think because you're in another country, it's their right to like hang out, that you have something in common. And the fact of the matter is, that we really have nothing in common. We just happen to be in the same country.
Look, whatever your reason is, you don't leave. And that's my feeling,
that's
too.
the move.
I don't.
That's the
Also,
right move.
when you go to these resorts, they're so expensive. Like, I don't want to waste 1 minute of time.
And the food is terrific. They're going into town to find food. You wouldn't find better food than where we were.
Right.
Where do you think you're going? You're going to have better food than what this is.
I think what you wanted was an authentic Mexican experience.
I figured I'd just go along and see what happens.
He wanted Senor Frogs.
Jimmy's very easygoing. I'm not. I'm not easygoing like him. He has fun. I don't.
That's true. That is very true.
He does. He has fun.
You don't know how to have fun.
Like, he always looks like he's having more fun than me. I see him and Sarah sitting at a table. They're having lunch, and they look like they're having a lot of fun.
They slept till 11.
Just in the last couple,
Because I sleep.
Yeah, right.
in the last couple of weeks, Booker had that, his girlfriend threw him this surprise party.
It sounded awful.
Howard decided it was going to be an awful experience without going.
Yeah. Oh, I knew it. I got that email from his girlfriend. You should hear this. Come to my boyfriend Booker's surprise birthday party in Atlantic City. Okay, so far so good. Then she goes and she writes, this is Alicia, the newscaster in Philadelphia. She goes, and what
the girl who punched the woman in the meat market?
There was no punching.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, please. If I've gotten elected
and then
20
referred and then referred to the police officer as a lesbian.
It's evidently a big misunderstanding.
None of this apparently occurred.
The officer had a short haircut.
All right, listen.
The one who emailed Rich Eisen, and his wife sent the email back.
Allegedly.
Let me tell you something.
So maybe you should do that, superfan.
You got to hear this. So I get this email that says, you tell me if you would go to this. Come to Chris Booker's surprise birthday party.
I already know.
Right. I'm having.
Stop there.
Listen to this. Stay in your rooms.
Oh, here we
till
go.
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, I'm going to have coffee and dessert. Now, I'm saying to myself, wait a second, I'm going to go all the way down to fucking Atlantic City. Now I got to hide in my room till 10 o'clock till this fuck gets there for his birthday, so he won't run into me.
Did they ask you to hide in your room?
Stay in your room. Stay away from your room.
This is how he described it to me. He had
And
almost
the reason
talked
it
me out of
changed.
going.
The reason it changed is because I spoke about it on the air.
Oh, stop it, Howard.
So stay away from blah, blah, blah. I mean, just stay out of the hotel till 10 o'clock. So hide in your room is what she's saying.
It was not that way
And
at all.
then I'm going to make coffee and dessert. What about fucking dinner? I'm there all. I mean, I got to stay in my room while Booker eats his dinner, and then I get to come out for coffee and dessert? No fucking way.
You are
I'm not
so
going.
funny.
Stay home.
You didn't talk about it on the air. It was a surprise party. You didn't talk about it on the
That's
air.
right.
Oh.
So here's the deal.
That would have been great if
All
you did.
she said was Booker and I are checking in at this time, and we're going to this restaurant.
No.
Just avoid that.
That's not the way I read
And
it.
then we meet at 8:30.
I got to avoid the restaurant.
There are 50 restaurants in the hotel.
I don't need pressure.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, also, Howard's 9 feet tall, and it's hard
Right.
for him to blend in, and people want to talk
Nobody
to him,
would
and people
have
want to
seen
take
him.
pictures.
Admit I'm fun on vacation.
You are fun on
I
vacation.
am. I make jokes. Sarah
Yeah.
loves me.
Oh,
Does Sarah
yes.
really like me?
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Does
There's
she
a lot
like
of
Beth?
gossiping. Yeah, she loves Beth.
I don't know if she does.
She
Why
loves
do you
Beth.
say that?
She does?
Loves her. Yeah.
All right.
What gives
Yeah.
you that impression? What is going on?
I don't know. I'm
over
just
there?
trying to see what's
Stirring
going
up
on.
things
Checking
up?
it out.
All right.
You guys play Scrabble or something when you're there? Or?
Jimmy does.
Yeah, Sarah and I play Scrabble
I fucking
constantly.
hate. I played with him once. It was horrible.
Like, because
They're
you had
really-
a performance like mine on the Superfan?
Yeah, well, yeah, they're really good at it. And,
Yeah.
They
and, like,
know all those words.
They know words. And
Yeah, it's hard to just jump into Scrabble. There's
Yeah,
a lot of
I'm
little
not a
words.
Scrabble guy. I mean, I'll play, but
Scrabble is like, who wants to know words? Words slow me down.
Where does the fun come in on the vacation?
Howard's a Yahtzee guy, a travel Yahtzee guy.
Jenga.
No, I'm a chess guy.
Oh, right, of course.
Yes.
You wouldn't know that. You should listen to the show, Jerry.
All right, let's go back to Eric the Midget, who really did want to say something.
Oh.
Him again?
Well,
right.
no,
He's
I
been
promised
holding
him.
on. Yeah.
All right, Eric, go ahead quickly.
I was going to talk about my shows that I have tonight and tomorrow night.
Well,
Bye.
that's very exciting.
Take care, Eric.
Eric, do you ever consider that your timing is horrible? That like we're having this fun conversation, and then all of a sudden you get on and all you want to do is plug.
Well, I told the people in the room in my chat room since I wasn't listening to let me know when the contest was over. They let me know a bit too early, obviously.
Mm-hmm. All right, quickly, what do you want to plug?
If fun were a car, you'd be a speed bump. You understand?
Do you guys ever listen to Eric's broadcasts?
Yes. I not only that, I really had to watch myself because I started to get obsessed with it. I started watching it online, and I realized I was headed in a dangerous path, and that I could become really just spend my whole life watching Eric.
You were one of the online guys.
Yeah,
you would go to his JFSC.
I did. When I figured it out, I was like, "Oh no, I better not do this. I better not do this."
Are you a JFSC member?
I think so. Yeah, I think I had to sign up, whatever to watch.
Eric, are you nervous about being in the movie?
No, not really.
He doesn't really get nervous.
All right, good.
I don't think Eric's going to come through. I think he's going to find a way to kind of weasel out of the movie.
I'm afraid so.
Oh, I hope Colin is writing for Eric, because I don't expect much acting. I think the part has to be perfect for
Yesterday,
I also
Eric
like the idea that Eric's mad at me after I got him tickets to the American Idol finale, the plane, all that stuff, and he screwed me and decided not to come. He's mad at me because I made fun of him.
Like, you shouldn't be mad at him.
But that's the best way to get on Eric's bad side. Do something for him.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he hates me, and all I do is nice things for him. I got him Catherine McPhee's home phone number. Which she still thanks me for.
Nice for her, too.
Yeah, it was good for her. It was good for him.
Eric?
Yes, I'm here.
And what about the balloons? I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but is this ever going to happen, the flying with balloons?
Oh, he's never going to do it.
Everywhere I go, people are like, oh, you got to get Eric on the balloons.
He's afraid we're going to open a window and let him go sailing out the window.
I told him about that priest who flew away in Brazil.
Yeah, we'll make sure that doesn't happen. We'll be standing by with BB guns.
We'll shoot you down if anything happens.
I love it.
Jimmy's going to bring a BB gun.
Yeah.
You want to be here when he flies with balloons.
Are you kidding me? I want to be the one that cuts the string, and I want to see him float away with balloons. Eric?
That's not ever going to happen.
All right.
All right, Eric, I got to go, really.
Well, tonight on the JFSC, there's
Bye.
the first of the final four.
We'll see you later, Eric. Thanks for calling him.
And ECW.
Take care of yourself. You got any? All right. See you later.
Shut up, fat ass. You obnoxious fat ass.
Oh, come on. We know where to find you, dude. You don't move. Just,
Hey, is that an enormous pimple on your forehead?
No, it's not.
It's his brother.
Julio. That's his face.
Pull your hat up. I'm telling you.
Just pull the hat down farther.
Pull it up.
No.
No.
His whole face is red today. What's going on?
Why are you so red-faced?
I don't know.
You have big pimples, and look at your cheek even.
Yeah.
I'm a Kennedy.
Yeah. The skin doesn't look good today.
What are you doing? Did you try some new product?
No, I have not tried a new product.
All right. All right, listen, I got to go, okay? I got a lot to do.
Okay.
All right, thank you. I'll speak to you later. Bye for now.
Break a leg. That's what actors say.
Right.
And you should listen to Jerry about taking him up on some acting lessons.
Yeah.
If you're smart. Guy's been around the block, knows what he's doing. All right, thank you.
Now, Eric.
Let's go to Greg. Greg, go ahead.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
All
Love
right.
the show. Been a long-time listener. I love Sirius. Two quick things. I wanted to ask you if you felt uncomfortable being around Jerry after having his girlfriend naked in your apartment, and you never really told us if you banged her or not.
I never banged Rebecca. I'm friends with Rebecca.
And I should also say I had never met Rebecca at that point.
That's right.
So for me to get upset with her about something that
Rebecca at
happened
that
when
point-
Rebecca didn't even know I existed on this planet.
Rebecca
So-
at that point was in a very unhappy marriage. She turned to me in a moment of need. And let me tell you, that's got to be the low point of her life, turning to me for anything. No, we were just friends, and we were hanging out having a good time, Jerry. That was it.
I don't feel any. I'm not uncomfortable.
I'm
in any
not.
way.
Don't ask me to destroy my pictures of that night. Those are mine, and you really have no right to them.
Don't you get worried about your naked pictures, someone coming in and downloading them or something?
I worry all the time. No, they're not.
You're not naked.
They're not in
are you?
downloadable condition. They're in. There's one thing of Polaroids. They sit in a very, very private place where no one can find them.
Are you naked too?
Who, me?
Yes.
Hell no. Are you crazy?
Because I'm breaking in.
Like any good friends.
Really?
Like any good friends, we took naked photos. Big deal.
Yeah. Howard and I took naked
You know,
photos.
I do have to admit, I did ask once. I asked.
What did she say?
No.
She
That
said no. What?
She never made love to Howard?
No, that I couldn't take photos.
Oh.
Why?
It just, I mean, and I once again, I agree with the argument. I know everyone's going to jump on the, I get beat up in my marriage, but I mean, it's, you know, I think she was afraid that it was going to get out there somehow.
And boy,
I
if it got out there, what would we see? A most gorgeous woman nude. I mean,
well, it was it was awful. I had one of those wind-up cameras where you have to hold the flash down, and I would have had to take it to Photomat, so they would have seen it.
They would have made copies.
Did you bring up that she did it for me? So why can't you do it for you?
No, I didn't bring that up. No.
You did. We'll throw that in there.
I was going to say, now take that argument.
Are you crazy? Jerry, that's going to win the argument. Well, you did it for Howard, for Christ's sake, and you weren't even married to him.
I will try that. I did suggest maybe obscuring faces, but that didn't even fly.
Robin, has Jim Florentine tried to take nude photos of you? And Robin, can I ask, why are you surrounded by dead flowers?
I like dead flowers.
Really?
She had a boyfriend who used to videotape her in the shower.
Oh God!
This
I
guy
did that
was
once.
This guy was so annoying. He tried to videotape me, and but she got
What were
rid of
you
him.
doing in the shower?
Nothing. And then Jimmy might be a picture taker. Did he ever say to you, "I want to take some pictures"?
Oh yeah.
You were like that, Jimmy?
Oh yeah. One time when she was doing the enema, I got my Navy periscope up, went right up to poop shoot.
You love her. You love when she takes an animal.
I love the enema.
Why do you love it so much?
I don't know. It's like the smell of tuna and hazelnut.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
And you want pictures of that?
Yeah. Well, there's something it's close to the business end in the front, you know.
All right. You like a girl with a clean asshole?
Absolutely.
Right.
Just like her dad.
Oh, shut up.
That's ridiculous.
I put a little Vaseline on the tip of my dick.
Robin, I can't believe
our butt cheeks is warm in the shower, by the way.
Right.
I can't believe you're dating our retarded puppet.
Right. All right. Thank you, Greg.
Can I ask one quick comment?
Yes.
What do you think of to Jerry's comments there? You talk about how there's these hot broad guys are already sick of banging him. I mean, that's the comment that he's been making. It sounds like maybe he doesn't have such a good deal after all.
What is he saying?
I can't understand one word this guy
Greg,
is saying.
you're breaking up something about Jerry, hot broads. He's sick of his... He never said that.
Well, no, I was saying, well, he can't watch the football game. He can't do this. He can't do that. I felt bad for Stamos when she dumped him, but maybe he didn't get such a bad deal after all.
Are you kidding me? Rebecca's a lot of fun. Trust me.
Yeah.
She's got a good personality and she's hot. What more do you need in life?
Well, you can't watch.
She wants to turn the
football game
TV
on
off while I'm watching. I ain't complaining. I'll figure out something to do with her.
It's just, you know what, I do have to say in her defense, in Los Angeles, the games start at 9 a.m. and it goes until 10 p.m. So I'm in front of the television for 13 hours. And
13 hours? That is a bit much.
Not the pregame.
That's not that much.
Hi, Jimmy.
All right, there you go. Just watching a videotape the boys took over the weekend. The Killers of Comedy were working with Beetlejuice, your friend. And it was Beetlejuice is eating, and Bob Levy walks over to Beetlejuice with his balls out.
Oh, my.
Oh.
While Beetle is eating. And Beetle eventually notices. And Beetle seems to be the most rational one out of that whole Killers of Comedy group. He's like, why are your balls out? And it's disgusting. Beetlejuice knows that's disgusting. But did you know that Jerry knows Beetlejuice? That
Yes.
Jerry's mom has a weird connection to Beetlejuice. She was Beetlejuice's teacher in school.
For many years. He was
Lester.
at that school for many years, Lester, yeah.
Did she teach any of the other whack packers?
No, Lester is it.
I wonder if that class had any future, like, whack packers, like people we
I
should be
have to
using.
say it was a special ed school.
Right, so probably a lot of great candidates for our show. But
Yeah.
Beetlejuice was probably a star right off from the bat.
Wait, Beetlejuice started out in special ed?
He was in special ed, yeah.
Oh, he really made something of himself.
And it was a special ed school. It wasn't a separate class. It was.
Do you think anyone would have realized, even your mom, at that point, that Beetle would become a superstar?
He was. You can ask my mother. He was her favorite student for years. for years.
She must not be that good a teacher. When I asked him to spell his name, he spelled it R-E-D. So she really didn't teach him that much.
Well,
I think in all those years she could have taught him his name.
It's a long process.
It is. It's tough. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Beetlejuice is a long name.
People are a little, my aunt also taught at the same school. It was a school called PS31 in Jersey City, and everyone's very concerned because Lester still goes out locally in Jersey City, and everyone's concerned about his drinking, actually.
Yeah, he does drink a lot.
He's not drinking enough or drinking too much?
Drinking too much, that he gets very drunk.
Oh.
Well, you know what's funny? For some reason, Lester Beetlejuice can only spell R-E-D. That's it.
Right.
Did your mom ever think to change his name to Red, which would have been a great name for him?
I don't think she was empowered to do that.
Right.
I think she was just working for this.
It would have made more
Jersey
sense
City
to go with
State.
whatever he could spell. That's my John Hine. John Hine, you were actually the answer to one of the trivia questions, but unfortunately it was the wrong answer. Jerry guessed you on one of the questions. You remember that?
Yeah. I was the announcer when the show started,
Right.
but it was George Takei.
George
But I
Takei.
appreciate it anyway, Jerry.
A lot of people do confuse those guys, though.
George Takei and John Hine.
True.
John, who has gotten 80
looks like-
blowjobs in his lifetime. Go ahead, John.
Oh my! I never said 80. Jerry O'Connell and
Near
Jeff
80.
Jerry O'Connell and Jeff Probst gave it their best shot, but it was Jimmy Kimmel who emerged victorious in the inaugural Celebrity Superfan Contest.
Right.
We'll talk about the difficulty of the quiz, how Jerry should take pride in not winning the contest, how Jeff knew Howard's family but couldn't come up with all the quiz answers, how Jimmy failed to recognize the voice of Crazy Alice,
Wow.
and if all three contestants are worthy of the title Celebrity Superfan.
To the Super Bowl?
And a beautiful.
Right.
Directions and everything.
Son, what's going on over there?
What's happening?
Fred, what are you doing?
Enough. You know what? I had the pot up there. I guess they just started rolling.
You had the pot up.
For the tape that we had before. I forgot to bring it down when they stopped it.
All right.
How about after day 2 of History of Howard Stern, I called up John Hine. I called up John Hine, of all people.
Why did you call John Hine?
Well, I didn't want to bother anybody.
Important?
Well, I don't want to say important, but, I mean, he does the wrap-up show. I thought it would be less... I thought I would be more likely to get him there.
It'd be like if you called the White House and you asked for Condoleezza Rice.
Right.
You know?
Do Jerry and Jimmy believe that John Hine has gotten near 80 blowjobs?
Well, I don't have any reason not to believe him, but if that's the case, I'm very impressed. Very
And don't
impressed.
forget, he got married at 22 years old. He's claiming he got near 80 blowjobs before 22.
Wait, 80 blowjobs total or from 80 different women?
80 different women.
Oh.
I didn't say 80.
All right.
But
you said
somewhere in
near
that
80.
neighborhood, though, right?
The neighborhood, I came clean. The neighborhood shrunk. It's around 30. That's what I...
It's around 30? That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was conflicted about this, but I think John is an honest guy, and I think he's telling the truth. And I think that
come on, no one
I
believes
think that a lot of times in your adolescence, oral sex is not a home run.
In
but it's
your
something,
adolescence.
Yeah,
No,
right.
Yeah.
Not,
I bet
not a
Jerry's
mine.
got about a million blowjobs.
No,
You're a
I
different
wish.
player.
No, it's not.
Jimmy,
that.
you got married at 22 too, didn't you? Your first
20.
wife? 20.
Yeah.
How many blowjobs did you have before your first wife?
Well, including her, none.
Right. 0, right?
Yeah.
You know, when you're in Stand By Me as a kid and you're a good-looking guy, I could believe he'd get 80 blowjobs.
Yeah, you know, it didn't work out that way because I was sort of the comic sidekick in that film.
Okay,
so I wasn't,
whatever. If I was in high school and everyone said, hey, there's the kid who was in Stand By Me, I would have gotten at least 3 blowjobs, at least that I know of.
When did you get skinny, Jerry?
Do you mind swallowing before you ask that question?
I don't want the subject to move.
I want the irony.
You know, in all honesty, I think my mom saw that I was going down the wrong road and put me on a diet. A book called Fit for Life, if I remember correctly.
No, but you shot up too.
How old were you when you got your first blowjob?
I was in high school. I was a junior in high school.
Really?
That's not very.
No, that's not very
yeah.
good.
Well, you know,
for
I
a guy
didn't-
who was in a movie.
I think the thing, and this is why I believe John, I did not go to sleepaway camp, which seemed to me where a lot of oral sex was happening.
I see.
Yeah, but it would have been everybody, including the campers
But the stories
and the counselors.
The stories I heard about
Yeah, but
sleepaway
the
camp.
counselors would have been blowing you.
The stories I heard about sleepaway camp were that it was where
So
you got
not
laid.
until your junior year in high school did you get a blowjob.
No.
Wow, late starter. And you say your mom got you on. Can you have your mom talk to Artie about it? Doug?
Maybe she's the one who can intervene.
You know, it's pathetic. I'm about 8 years older than Jerry.
Jerry.
Right.
And my first blowjob was when he was a junior in high school as well.
You know, Artie, I have to say, I don't think you've hit crisis period, but like you
don't?
You still have time, you know. But it's something you got to think about. Is really like I
Artie,
worry a little
do
bit
you
about
think you're in crisis?
No.
No, yeah,
if I could get rid of this fucking schedule, I'd be fine.
I know that Artie is 40, and I know that it's not. I don't think he's in trouble yet.
Well, the thing about Artie that I admire, besides obviously he's very funny, is that every time I come in, he's got something new going on. He's like Madonna. Now he's got the black eye. He's always reinventing himself.
Right. He's changing.
That's a different level of dirtbag.
Always working on that look.
He really looks like a degenerate now, doesn't he? I mean, he's full-fledged.
It's kind of terrifying. It really is. I really have to say, when you stood up, I got nervous.
Much like the heroin thing, maybe a year from now I'll blurt out the real story behind the eye.
What is the real story? Oh, swallow it before you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't choke.
I think most likely, I mean, just if you were going to work the numbers, it's probably a domestic dispute.
Yeah.
That would be my
What happened?
Yeah, he's all alone.
I'm
in
sorry.
that
What
place.
happened? What happened with the eye?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, you really just fell and went into a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's worse in a way to me than if a hooker punched you in the eye.
Jimmy, you recently named Artie one of your 5 favorite stand-ups. Is that
yes.
true?
Well, yes, absolutely. Oh, yeah, I love Artie. I love him.
That was what in
Love him.
Reader's Digest he did. Right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That was very nice.
A lot of people read that.
4 favorite, I think it was. Yeah.
4 favorite. Who were the other 3?
Comedians.
Who was your other favorite?
It was
Sarah?
no, Sarah wasn't on there. There were people that I felt like I wanted to name some people like that. If people, especially who read Reader's Digest, hadn't heard of.
I see.
Zach Galifianakis is a very funny guy. Chris Elliott, Artie, and there was one other, but I forgot who it was.
You forgot who that was?
Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan. Yeah.
I like that you can't even remember who you named.
Tracy Morgan. That's right. Yeah.
Tracy's so funny.
I wrote it like 6 months ago. I don't know.
Let's get back to John. John, all right. Anything else on the wrap-up show?
Yeah, when Artie had his Teddy outburst, Jerry actually called and we had a little conversation about it. He was genuinely concerned and wanted to help out.
I was worried about Artie relapsing. That was my one concern.
There's somebody blowing John right now.
John, that's disgusting.
Weird.
Not in the studio. Wow, this guy really
81, dude.
81 blowjobs.
Just keeps on
His
climbing.
penis is like a divining rod to tonsils.
Terry, what is your number of blowjobs right now? How many different women have blown you in your life?
You know, I never counted blowjobs, but it's not that high. I'm not really a blowjob guy. I'm
You
more
don't
of
enjoy it that much?
Yeah, I prefer to hit a home
Just
run.
get right in it. Me too.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
When you run out of count, that's a good sign. The single most depressing fucking thing ever is when we asked Pauly Shore how many playmates he fucked, and he went, I don't know. I wanted to jump off the Chrysler.
Wanted to kill yourself. I remember. That's when you started doing heroin.
When the first month I moved to Los Angeles, I went to a discotheque called Guys on Beverly Boulevard, and I remember
by Jerry's Deli there.
Exactly.
Yeah, I used to go there sometimes.
And it's amazing how Artie,
He's landmarks?
Yeah, his landmarks are restaurants.
Jerry's Deli was open all night. When I wasn't getting a blowjob, I was eating at Jerry's Deli.
There was a girl who went on a date with Artie and said every landmark he took her to was a restaurant. Real truth.
Well,
yes.
It's down by Katz's. Pauly Shore was at the monitor. They had a camera outside, and he was pointing to the monitor and telling someone to radio the bouncer to let that woman into the back. He's a stud. That guy.
He's an operator. He's an operator.
And you can't blame a guy. I mean,
it's like the Wizard of Oz back there.
He is really.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I'm surprised you never used your late night prowess, your fame, to fuck lots of girls. You were really very, very faithful to Sarah, and you right out of your marriage.
Did you sleep with anyone else?
It really fucked up.
Did you sleep with anyone else before
No.
Wow.
Yeah. So you've slept with 2 women your entire life.
No, 3.
3.
Wow.
You're really a monogamous kind of guy.
Yeah.
Look over there, John Hine.
Not by choice.
John Hine has
Is
had
whooping you.
way more.
Yeah, but really,
John
am I
Hine
that
is
much
beating
better
you like-
looking than John Hine? I mean, look at us.
But Jerry O'Connell's
We'd
laughing at
practically
you.
be related.
He looked at you and actually started laughing.
No, well, I was going to say,
No,
John
don't
Hine is
even-
beating.
New autobiography called Up Till Now. Wonderful book, getting great notices. A lot of people are buying it, and I'm urging Howard and his whole audience to take a look at it because it's filled with laughs. It's also a meaningful book to me, so I recommend it highly. And I'm also looking forward to being on Howard's new show. I keep reading Uncensored on Sirius Radio, and I don't know what that means because he wasn't too censored before, so it looks like a big adventure coming up.
Well, you know, I'm always excited when William Shatner comes to Sirius Satellite Radio. He is a megastar, an icon. He was voted an icon, one of the 50 top icons of television.
Yes, and I think I just got the George Takei treatment from him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Do you know you are an icon? There he is. William Shatner, a singer, an actor, does commercials, does it all.
You don't change.
I'm ageless. And so are you.
No. Well, not really. I mean, the eyes are red, but you look great.
You look good, too.
And the setup is almost exactly the same as the old radio thing.
We didn't want to throw you.
Yeah.
Huh?
We didn't want to throw you, so we kept everything the same.
No, it's really remarkable.
William Shatner, I was just about to say, you were voted, I believe, by Entertainment Weekly or one of these magazines, one of the top 50 icons on television of all time.
They could never forget you.
Like my mother would say, when you get 98%, what happened to the other 2%? Where in the 50 did I rank?
Well, you know, it's funny because in your new book where you write candidly and honestly about yourself, you say you never watched a Star Trek episode. You are an icon because of Star Trek, and yet you never watched an episode because you think you were a shitty actor in Star Trek. You didn't like what you did.
Well, I wouldn't have put the word shitty in front.
What word would you put?
What did you say?
Superb, but I couldn't recognize greatness. I just don't like my face. I don't like the way, I just don't like myself.
You were
But
selected.
shitty actor.
You were selected for Star Trek because you're handsome. You're a handsome man.
You were the male romantic lead.
I was attracted to you, and I'm totally heterosexual.
And you are, and I know you are.
Now, listen, yes. William Shatner hasn't been here in a while. There's a lot of ground to cover. He has written a blockbuster book. He has revealed all. Now, if you remember his last book, he said some things. I remember we played his audiobook on the air, and it was candid and honest, so I'm expecting the same thing from this book, and I will interview you about it. But first, let me remind you of some of the things William Shatner said.
He's already revealed?
And that he's already revealed in his audiobook. The first one, here he is.
Let's see.
In his own words.
What are you
Michelle Nichols' gaping asshole has a foul, vaguely organic odor.
You comment on Nichelle Nicole, who, of course, was your co-star. You say he had a gaping asshole. What was that?
I can't, I blank out when I hear that. I just don't remember saying that, but I'm, who am I to argue with myself?
This is from your own words in your own audiobook. Let's listen some more.
You recognize your own voice.
Well, of course.
Here's something you said that I thought was outrageous.
On January 21st, 1972, I fucked a black 7th grade boy at a junior high dance.
All right. Explain that.
But he grew up to be...
Obama? Wow, that was the guy you butt fucked.
He was passionate. He was concerned about the issues, which were his little round thing.
I know other authors are embarrassed by some of the revelations they make in books.
Not me.
Not you. Let us play some more from your first book before we get into the new revelation.
Is there going to be a new audiobook?
Oh, my gosh.
Not now. I hear you all.
Can I expect no less from you?
Let's hear what you had to say in your first book.
I spent the summer of 1966 drinking come from the nuts of a retarded boy with a raging hard on.
All right, why?
I don't know why you talk that delivery.
Well, because I feel a little bit strange about saying
the director
thing.
told you to deliver it like
that.
Right.
Yes. Give it the full thing, give it the full treatment. I would talk like that.
We were on the air the other day, and we had reason to play your classic exchange when you were doing this commercial for, I don't even remember what it was, or you were doing some job, and the director the guy starts telling you how to do the read, and you just berate him.
Oh,
I mean, you
give him a lesson.
You give him a lesson.
Best lesson.
Was it bad or was it good?
It's fantastic. It was so right on. You did 2 reads of the same thing, and they were perfect. They were as good as they were ever going to be. And the guy gets on the thing, the squawk box, and he says to you, Mr. Shatner, can you be a little more up-tempo? And you say to him... the
laugh is the best. When he starts to direct you, laugh is the best.
And you say to him, I don't even know if you remember this, you say to him, look, why don't you read it for me, and I'll do it the way you do it. So the guy reads it. He reads it horribly. I mean, like a third grader.
Yeah.
And you do a dead-on impression of what he just read. And the guy goes, "Oh, Mr. Shatner, I'm so sorry I even brought this up." You go, "No.
You're making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you. I am reading it the way you read it. That's the way you want it. I'm trying to make the client happy. He goes, "No, now that I'm thinking about it," the guy goes, "Your first read was so good." I mean, you got this guy so trained, and it's so true. Sometimes they'll make you sit there and go through 100 takes. And you really delivered the goods the first time.
You've been there. I mean,
yes.
Yeah. They don't know.
Well, they want to make themselves worthwhile and
they
tell you
want to feel a part of it.
They want to feel a part of it, but you really had delivered it.
They don't. But it's beyond that. It's their ego. It's not wanting to make it better. It's I'm going to put my imprimatur on your reading.
But you really give it to the guy.
You did such a job on him.
Well, you know what's wrong, really what's wrong, is they're playing rehearsal tapes. Somehow, the engineer or somebody is taking what you do as you try and find the right way of doing it and making that entertainment that they put out on it.
But you know
terrible.
what? They should all hear this so that they keep their mouths shut while you're in there working.
A talented guy might have something to add.
True, but they ought to know the difference.
It's funny, though. When I hear you do the first read, I go, okay, he nailed it.
Yeah,
he did
he's
it.
perfect.
It's fine. It's very good. I would have you continue, and you'd be done with the session in 15 minutes.
Right. There's a one out there with the word garage.
Yeah, no,
garage.
sabotage.
Oh, sabotage.
I played that for you.
And sabotage and sabotage.
Yeah.
Well, you were clearly wrong. There is no such word as sabotage. You tell the director,
but you're
I
not
say sabotage.
Right. It was me talking. So the word came up, and I said sabotage.
But sabotage is not a word. The word is sabotage. But you wouldn't let go of that one. That one you were wrong in.
I was?
Yeah, the director was trying to say to you, listen, Mr. Shatner, do you mind
just need to go back for
saying
that one
sabotage?
thing.
But if the word came out of my mouth naturally, why wouldn't it be a word?
But the captain
if I remember, I kept saying, but I'm Canadian.
No, you kept saying, I say sabotage.
You say sabotage.
You say sabotage.
And you can say sabotage.
And then it worked a way around so that finally he was saying it my way, and I was saying it his way.
There you were being difficult. There you were being a bit of
I was probably being
difficult.
Egotistical.
Yeah, no, I think I was trying to say, listen, there's no such word, Mr. Shatner. But what are you going to do?
But actually, there is.
Now, you know what I like about this? I bet you every take after that, no one had a complaint. I'll bet you. And, you're like a bear caught in a bear trap. You are going to gnaw until you get out.
It's true. And I went too far. It then became cruel.
But that's why it's the best celebrity tirade.
Well, I should have quit about 5 minutes into it because
do you not recall this session?
No, I have no idea. I have no recollection of that whatsoever.
It's the single greatest thing.
But and you can hear the fun that I'm having, and then he says, "No, please," and then I begin
You're cruel.
I'm lashing him.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm saying you talk to me like that. I'll show. That was really bad behavior on my part.
But you, in a sense, were right. The read was good.
You taught him a lesson.
Well,
his read was horrible.
His read was horrible,
right.
and the people who emphasized, you read commercials.
You and this.
Yes, right. I'm on my way to see your face.
Right.
Just...
You sounded very good. Now, this is where you get into trouble. Even in your new book, you say you were shocked to find out that most of the Star Trek cast hated you. You say this in the new book.
Right. And the word most is not really,
most was pretty accurate.
We know exactly who we're talking about.
People were only there for
in your own words.
In
your own words, you said Leonard Nimoy thought you were a real son of a bitch.
No.
Yes.
No. Well, I don't say that.
You felt
so bad. He's paraphrasing.
No, it says Leonard Nimoy thought Bill was a real son of a bitch.
Oh, you are so bad.
This is your book.
I didn't.
Did you read this?
Did I read it?
Did you? Were you misquoted?
I had somebody read it to me.
Were you misquoted?
Leonard and I are
now you're friends.
But we
you
know
weren't friends
who,
at the time.
We had a couple of disagreements.
Yes, he became friends with Leonard Nimoy. Leonard, he writes in his book, was an alcoholic.
Well, Leonard, no, wait a minute.
That's
Leonard,
what it says.
I know,
you wrote
but
that.
I didn't out him. Leonard is a recovering alcoholic, and he talks to people about
that's right
about recovery. I'm not outing him. We had a whole.
So Mr. Spock was drunk. That wasn't a performance.
No.
So you're
Mr.
saying
Spock
that
was
Nimoy
not
was-
drunk on the set.
He was
Leonard
never.
talks about needing a drink after work.
Leonard Nimoy had once said his favorite thing to do was to go to London and see a play because he enjoyed drinking. They allow you to drink.
You can
That's
drink
exactly
your drink
right.
right to your.
Leonard took me under his wing when my life took those turns, and he's my dearest friend.
Uhura said she despised you.
Yes,
but you had also have made love to her, had you not?
No, I had
You were
not.
in love
No,
with her.
no, she was had enough activity on her.
why would Uhura like? Did you treat these people the way you treated that engineer? Do you think?
Well,
in
looking
retrospect-
back, I may have. I mean,
Who
that was
knows?
terrible of me. He wasn't an engineer; he was a director, and he was. But I took that too far, and I may very well be guilty of.
Do
all
you
that.
think you're an angry man? Have you been to a psychiatrist, and has the psychiatrist diagnosed you as an angry man?
I've not been to that kind of therapy, but I probably was a very angry man.
Why do you think you were angry? Were you angry with your mother?
Probably.
Why?
What did his mother do?
Well,
his mother indulged
there
him.
are issues. I don't really deal with that in the book.
I know, but I'm dealing with it here. What happened
really,
between
are
you and your mother? You are angry.
I probably, I don't know, but usually it's.
Were you
the case,
molested?
well, hold on, no.
Oh,
well,
too
usually
bad.
in the case of that kind of anger, it's because you feel you've been wronged. So who knows what was happening?
Why did your mother wrong you? What did she do?
I wish I.
No,
wish I
you
could
know.
tell you. So,
What
no,
was
I
she?
don't.
You won't look?
Was she not there for you?
I'm looking.
Are you not willing to look at yourself?
She may not have been there for me, exactly. She may not have loved me unconditionally, that kind of thing.
You felt unloved. And your father treated you horribly, didn't he?
No, he didn't. My father was a very loving man, but he was busy.
Too busy for you. You were ignored by your father, and you felt worthless.
No.
Didn't you?
Daddy can find better
How did
things
you
to
know?
do.
Wow.
Well, there must have been issues, and I probably was angry, and that was the fuel behind all the
Michelle
ambition
Nichols claims she despised you.
Yep.
Scotty, Sulu, and Chekhov all allegedly hated you.
That was their claim.
Sad.
Yeah.
Sad.
Sad.
Let's go back to your first audiobook.
But is it the job of the captain to be loved by the rest of the crew?
See, now there's the voice of wisdom.
Did you ever
My
think-
job was to say the words and try and get the show on the air, right?
Here, Frank has a question. Yeah, Frank, go ahead in Longview, Washington. Yes.
Yeah, George Takei has expressed some hostility toward
Yes, on our show.
Mr. Shatner.
I know.
I was wondering, because I kind of think that maybe this is like a pent-up kind of homosexual...
Do you think that Takei wanted you?
It's possible. Who knew what was going on in George's
you knew George
mind?
was gay, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
You had no clue.
Well, as time went on and I began to recognize symptoms, I thought, is it possible?
Even in your new book, you admit you were many homosexuals came on to you. In fact, a man in a movie theater put his hand on your
That's
leg.
true. By the way, have we mentioned the name of my...
Never. I will never mention the name of
the name of my book?
Never
talk about...
So you get completely nude.
Well, up till now, I felt...
William Shatner's book, Up Till Now, is in stores.
And did you
he'll
love
be
it?
signing copies. I haven't even read it yet.
I thought he was going to fake it like he usually does.
Yes, I loved it. Of course I loved it.
It's
of
a
course
great
I
book.
read it.
It's got
What
a
is it,
great-
Gary? What
it's
do you
got a
want?
great review.
If you go to JD page 1, what the guy was just talking about, we found a clip when George Takei was here, I don't know, 6-7 months ago. He was on the wrap-up show, and he suggested that he and Mr. Shatner did a scene together, and that Mr. Shatner tanked it so that it was cut out of the movie, and that's why George never got promoted as a character.
Oh, God.
Well, here's some of the things, George. Here's some of the things.
I tanked the scene?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means you threw the scene, you made it bad, and they
And
cut
they
it
cut
out.
it from the film.
Right.
And because they cut
Where
it
is
out,
that?
he never got promoted.
That's absurd, isn't
Let me play a bunch of things George said about you. Hold on.
yeah.
And respond to each one.
Okay.
William Shatner reeks of urine.
Now, what about that?
It's true. I piss in my
This
pants
is from
a lot.
his book. This is from the book he wrote.
One night, William Shatner dutied on a gesticulating cowboy.
The cowboy was making bad upward motions with his finger.
Let's get back to your book.
Okay.
I'm talking about your first book.
Which book is that?
The audio book.
Let me
I'm going to
hear
play you
the-
some clips
Let
from
me
your
hear the audio book.
Okay.
One of the single greatest afternoons of my life was when a horny, black, handicapped kid stuck a bottle of vodka in my asshole while Jimmy Doohan fucked Patrick Stewart, and with his nose buried in George Takei's ass, Leonard Nimoy shit on John Wayne's face while an enormous fried egg sandwich was jammed into Isaac Asimov's disgusting shit hole. And then all hell broke loose because fat-assed Nichelle Nichols squashed a retarded midget's cock with a light bulb while grunting and shitting in small plastic bags of M&Ms. And then Walter Koenig showed up. He was so horny that for the next hour and 15 minutes, Walter jerked off DeForest Kelley until his firm hard cock shot soggy, congealed, come all over Lorne Michaels' pretty face. And then Gene Roddenberry washed Lorne's head off with hot piss. Oh my God! It was a party.
All right. What about that? There's a lot to digest.
There's a lot to digest, but don't swallow.
Wow. You are ill. This book, the new book, is just as honest, isn't it?
Up till now. It's out in the bookstores right now. And it is honest and truthful. And it's getting great reviews. And Howard's going to read it tomorrow.
As an actor, you never experienced gay sex. I don't even as an actor. I mean, actors are around a lot of gay people. There's a lot of free association with your thoughts. You're open to new experiences.
Look who's talking.
Did you? I'm not an actor.
Right.
Did you try to?
You sound like the machine.
Did you try homosexuality at one point?
No, never tried.
You never did?
No, even though
any
George encouraged me, I refused.
Not
George's.
like kissing, nothing.
Oh,
nothing.
my God, no.
You even say you are upset about the new Star Trek movie. You still are peeved that they're going to have a new Star Trek movie without you.
And Leonard is in it.
Leonard is in it.
Talk honestly.
I keep saying Leonard is in it, and I'm not. They're making a Star Trek movie without Captain Kirk, without the old Captain Kirk.
Right.
There's a young Captain Kirk. So I think they hit story problems and didn't know how to solve it. But it's not peeved. I'm just disappointed. I would love to have been. And J.J. Abrams is such a great movie maker that I'd love to. So,
you would love to work with the guy.
I'd love to work, but I got a lot of things to do.
You certainly do. Yeah. You're on a career roll, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would say that it's happening.
And when you talk about a new Star Trek, and they take Leonard Nimoy and they put him in, there is a jealousy.
No.
A professional jealousy.
No,
absolutely. There's nothing wrong with
Leonard
saying
got
that.
most of what he asked for. I think that was really good.
Well, maybe. He's getting a lot of money for it.
Oh, my God.
Is that true? Do you know what he's getting for it?
No, I have no idea, but it is a lot of money.
All right, look. You do claim that in the new book that you are upset how they killed your character off in Star Trek.
Thinking back, they were going to kill him off anyway.
Right.
So they said, well, either you can be in the movie and die or don't be in the movie. We're still going to kill you. So I was kind of hung up. And I said, all right, I want to be in the movie. But looking back, I wish they had done it with more timpanis and trumpets as against...
well, you're the whole show. Of course they should make something dramatic there, something that would be big.
They did, but, in a way, I think the producer was trying to kill the character off because it was a legacy of the old guard.
Yeah.
And this guy was head of the new guard of Patrick and the next generation.
Yeah.
So I think he was trying to kill as many antecedents, like a lion killing the cubs.
Yeah, but they have killed Star Trek. They've tried now to resurrect it.
Yeah,
that's true. Now, in your new book, up till now, which indicates there might even be another book.
Well, we hope so.
Yes.
And if not by me, it's certainly by you.
Yeah, I will write your final book.
And we have the audiobook already, I
think. I have so many things. We have the audiobook. It's all done.
Nichelle Nichols has huge pissed flaps.
How did you know?
You wrote it.
Oh, that's right.
My cheeks are numb from George Takei's monster cock slapping my butt hole.
Oh.
Right. Your read is awful.
I know. Let's get that guy. Maybe he can help me with it.
All right. You do admit in the book that
you're first of all, you're totally insane here. And hung up on homosexuality. I can see it.
You beat out Bill Cosby for the Priceline job.
I did.
I didn't know that.
That's amazing.
I didn't know that either.
He's Mr. Pitchman.
How did you find that out? What do you mean you didn't know that till you read that? Where did you read it?
Wherever. I mean, somebody, perhaps you.
You thought you were first choice.
Yeah, I thought, you go in, you don't think, when somebody offers you a job, you think, well, I guess I'm fourth in line. But
you were a genius to take the Priceline job because it was reported in the paper you made $10 million in stock.
No, the stock was given to me, but you know what a lockup is when a new company comes in. You can't sell it for
2 years,
a year and a half, or 2 years. So that's what happens. So I couldn't sell it. So I'm watching it go up, thinking I'm rich, and I'm poor.
Right. So by the time you could sell it, the Priceline stock had dropped.
Exactly.
I see.
It went from $150, something like that, to $2.
Priceline.com. That's where you go on and you buy the tickets. Are you still involved?
Oh yeah,
you are.
Aren't you? This is commercial-free radio.
No, I mean
you're doing commercials.
No, I'm just saying. Are you still involved with the company?
Absolutely.
You are.
He still does the commercials.
It's a
Do
great
you still have
company.
the stock?
No,
you sold it.
Yeah, when it was $2, thinking it was all over.
Everybody knows the famous story that you lived out of a truck for many years.
Well,
things were
not
not
years.
good. Well, for a while. Let's put it that way. Yes, and that was difficult. But now I'm upset because I read that you had hip replacement and heart surgery. I'm worried about you. It says in your book here, January 2008, Bill had hip replacement surgery, developed heart complications on the operating table. What is that?
Idiotic. Somebody wrote that.
That's not in your book?
No, that's not in my book.
I think it is in your book.
No.
I don't think you read your book.
I did a hip replacement and perfectly healthy.
Are you okay?
Absolutely.
I'm worried about you.
I am riding in competition. I'm back. I'm running.
I was going to ask you still riding?
Oh, my God, yes.
Do you know the Priceline stock is now trading at $139.66? Do you know that?
Yes.
And do you still own it?
No.
So why did you sell it?
Because
you didn't believe in that.
Well, it was the big bubble. Everybody was panicking and running.
So are you upset with yourself?
I was. Well, wouldn't it have been nice to go from $2 to $100?
Are you a wealthy man?
I probably am.
You are. Do you? This Boston Legal show you're on?
It got renewed.
Tremendous amount of money you make there?
Not tremendous, but really good. I mean,
where's all your money?
To some guy who is struggling to make ends meet, it's a fortune.
Are you worth $100 million?
No.
You are not.
No.
I do worry about your character, Denny Crane.
Why?
What are they doing with him?
What do you think?
I don't know. I think they're going to write you right into a corner where you can't get out, and then they'll be in trouble again.
Yeah, and I'm really curious. What do you mean? What would the corner be?
Well, you used to be able to try. Like you're not trying cases anymore. They're sort of. That was like the brilliant thing about it.
Right.
And now
that I would try a case and be able.
Yeah.
I did try some cases in the latter. Maybe they haven't played them yet.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Because basically they keep you quiet now.
I bet you William Shatner doesn't sit back and take things lightly. I bet you're in there with those writers, and I bet you ream them every once in a while about where they're putting your character.
Well, I would do that ordinarily, except that David Kelly is a genius.
I see. So you don't question it.
I never see him.
I
mean, these scripts, these
that's
magnificent.
His genius.
You know that Robin goes to Boston legal conventions dressed as Denny Crane? Do you know that? Now, here's something disturbing about you.
Yes, please.
You ride a motorcycle without a helmet.
That's right.
And
Why?
without a leather or any kind of gear. What are you up to there? Death wish? Mother didn't pay enough attention? Father didn't pay enough attention? What's going on here?
Well, you got to. Why does one ride a motorcycle? Don't you?
Hell no. Fred does, but not me.
All right, you ride a motorcycle for the freedom of it. The wind and the smell and the heat and the cold. I mean, it's a sensual experience.
But you know how many deaths occur on motorcycles.
I do.
And
you know that
a
lot of times it isn't your fault. It's motorists who are hostile to motorcycles.
Absolutely. You've got
but
to
you've
ride.
also seen Gary Busey, haven't you?
No, that's not fun.
Right.
You want to end up like that?
The whole. I'm forced to wear a helmet because of Gary Busey, but the fun of motorcycling is restricted by wearing leathers and a helmet.
Have you ever fallen off your motorcycle?
Yes.
You have?
Big time.
Were you wearing a helmet?
No. And nor leathers. I was wearing a T-shirt and shorts and sandals.
How did you look in that?
I was trying to escape George Takei.
Right.
But I had my helmet with me.
Yes.
But I wasn't wearing it. I was on a country road. And the bike came out from under me. I don't know why. Ugh. And I slid across the road on my back, and I've got scars on my back and rear end.
All right. Now, listen, not only that, you reveal a lot of things in the book. You reveal that the Gorilla Foundation...
The Gorilla Foundation?
You were working for the Gorilla Foundation, and a gorilla grabbed your balls. Is that true? And what is that like when a gorilla
A gorilla grabbed my balls and then ate out James Doohan's ass.
He then turned around and offered. It was intimidating.
It must hurt.
It was very gentle. While the lowland gorilla had his hand on my scrotum.
Right.
The male gorilla that they had brought in to breed to her was 10 yards away behind a locked door that had bars on it, and he's shaking it in jealous rage.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
You understand that apes shake hands by grabbing one's balls. That's how they shake hands in the animal world. So
they're not shaking hands; they're shaking balls.
Yeah, but to them it's a handshake.
I
That's
understand,
what it means.
but in their language, it's a ball shake.
I mean, you think everyone's coming on to you,
right? they have what they call the Bolshoi the Bolshoi handshake. Okay.
Why, when you go trick or treating with your grandchildren,
yes,
do you wear a William Shatner mask?
Because I love to record the look on the person's face when they say trick, and I take the mask off.
I see.
And it's me.
Are you aware of a trivia fact that the famous movies, the Halloween movies, the Michael Myers mask is a William Shatner mask turned inside out?
No, I didn't know
Do
that.
people
What
know
do you mean
that?
turned
Do you
inside
know
out?
that?
No, it's the mask itself.
It's a face of you. They obviously from the Star Trek years, and when they created the movie, they just merely turned it inside out, and in fact, it is your face on Michael Myers.
That's correct.
Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. You're learning that for the first time.
I'm learning that for the first time.
You are, right?
No, I knew it.
You did know that?
Yeah, it was.
I didn't know you knew that.
It was bandied about. Well, I'm telling you.
that?
You should own a piece of that movie. That's why I'm shocked there isn't a suit. In your book,
you're getting my book Up Till Now, which is at the bookstores.
Yes,
even as we speak.
Up till now, William Shatner. And by the way, William will be signing copies of his book tonight at 7:00 at the Barnes and Noble in Union Square, Manhattan. You can go over and say hello.
Perfect. I was going to ask if you were going to be out and about.
Perfect.
Don't bring any of that Star Trek crap. That's not what he's there for.
No, I'm signing
the book.
The book.
You won't sign anything else.
Will you yell at someone who brings a Star Trek piece of memorabilia?
I will yell so loud you'll hear it.
Right. You are a difficult
from
guy.
Long Island or wherever.
You save that for the conventions where there's many dollars to be made. Is that true?
Well, you know what?
I don't do conventions.
No more.
No more conventions.
Why? Why no more conventions?
Because Star Trek conventions aren't.
They're not
only
fun?
no.
They're fun.
You despise your fans?
George and Michelle are there.
Oh, absolutely, they're there. They're there all the time.
Well, they say, at least George says that you suck off all the money if you come. He'd prefer you not to.
Did he use the word suck off?
Yes. He uses the word suck off a lot. Yes. Listen, I am honored that in your new book, Up Till Now, you describe your experiences in the homo room.
I know.
When you were on this show.
Well, it was quite an experience.
And you
imagine coming to do publicity and being asked to go in the
homo room.
Yeah.
You were on our show way back when, and I said to you, let's go downstairs to the homo room. And, I never really understood what your reaction to that might be. And you say, look, I didn't want to seem like an uptight guy, so I went along with it. But it must have disturbed you on some level. I take it from your book.
On several levels, like starting on the surface.
What's wrong with
starting on the surface and working your way down to my mother's level?
What's wrong with two men being on a radio, going downstairs into a basement, and playing gay hijinks with one another? Why are you so uptight?
In front of 30 million people.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was shocked to read also in your new book, it was very revealing, that you were afraid that when you did a love scene with Angie Dickinson, that you would get a hard-on.
That's correct.
Right. Are you not so professional that you could maintain a flaccid state with an actress?
Is that something I'm supposed to react to? It seemed like a bed spring.
I applaud you.
I've heard that sound before.
I applaud you for saying that. I applaud you because when I did my movie, I was hard through 90% of the movie. Any scene I had with a woman, and one scene with Fred, I was hard. And, I find these kissing scenes erotic. I don't care that there's a camera on me. I was like shot out of a cannon.
Wang.
I loved it. Wang. Thank you,
Now,
George
was
Takei.
Angie Dickinson the only time you had that problem?
No, I used to have that problem a lot.
Did you? So what would you do?
No.
What were you doing with Angie Dickinson? What was the scene?
Well, we were naked and in bed, and
she's an attractive woman.
Oh,
sexual.
First of all, she's an extremely attractive woman now, but can you imagine when she was a few years younger?
Oh, I sure can. I remember beating off to her as a child.
She was extraordinary.
Yes.
And
you land this role. You're in bed with her.
I'm in bed with her.
Were you totally nude?
Sure.
Why totally nude? Don't they usually put a pair of pants on you?
Well, no, my ass was sticking in the air.
It was.
Yeah.
And did you say to her, "Listen, Angie, chances are I'm going to get aroused. I find you attractive."
No, somehow that conversation doesn't come up. ordinarily, you are they're so busy technically. Move your arm to the left, Bill.
But so what? It's erotic. Have you ever had full penetration on a film set?
No, that's ridiculous.
You were never penetrated, or did the penetrating? What if I accidentally penetrated you? Would you be upset?
I would scream gently.
No, I'm being serious. So when you get into bed with Angie Dickinson, you say to her, look, this could happen. Did you, in fact, get an erection?
Not really.
You did not? No. Did you bang her off camera?
No, I didn't.
You did not?
No. Although that would be wish fulfillment because she
Did you try?
No. You don't want to.
Yeah, you did.
No. You don't want to. It's a
bullshit. You don't have a governor on you that stops you from doing that.
Listen, not talk about governors.
Come on.
The governor here didn't do that. No, you've got to be really careful with the people you work with. Yeah.
You say her silken skin flowed mellifluously over her hips.
I said that.
Into the rising swells of her ripened breasts.
Oh,
her
my.
long blonde hair just
what
barely...
What kind of a book is this?
Who wrote this book?
He's memorized passages from these dog-eared books that he keeps. Page 72.
You have an odd writing style. In the middle of this sexy story, you plug your website. And you say, yeah, he does. Several times in his book, he plugs his website.
You got to read it, Robin. You'll enjoy it. Honestly, you will.
All right.
It's very funny.
I have to take a look at this.
Great fun.
All right. You did write about the death of your wife.
Yes.
Which I didn't think you would. I thought that was off limits even in your book.
Well, it is sort of off limits, but I wanted to.
An editor would probably say to you, you have to
well,
address
that's basically
this.
what.
Did they force you to do it?
Not they, but it's such a big issue in my life that I thought. And the book I wrote because I wanted to tell my kids what I was doing and what my life was like and my grandchildren. And I thought this is like a legacy. And this moment, this occasion in my life was such a huge thing.
Your wife died in a pool, and you say the horror of it was that when the police came, you were under suspicion.
Well, everybody.
The husband
always automatically until cleared.
I have to admit, I love you and you've become a friend, but I suspected you as well. So I was one of those people as well, yes. I figured maybe you lost your mind.
Jumped to the conclusion immediately.
I was ready to lock you up.
On the air.
Said he's not stable.
Oh, that's terrible.
You know.
Well,
you went to the homo room.
It was the tragic, but you went to the homo room.
Right.
It was a tragic moment in everybody's life. Terrible, terrible occasion.
Hard to write about?
With tears in my eyes, and I couldn't get through. I did the audio book, by the way, my version of it.
Right.
And it was impossible for me to get through without breaking. It was a terrible, terrible experience, and I wanted to write about it in the way I did. Thought it was important, and it's my private gesture towards the people who read the book about how I felt about what happened.
Do you think her family will be upset that you wrote about it? Have you heard from them?
No, I haven't. They probably will be, but I'm very careful in the book to say what a magnificent woman she was. And
you even are angry in it. You say irresponsible people made accusations or tried to create suspicion. Other people talk about problems in our marriage. There was only one problem: alcohol. And you say you wrote the song "What Have You Done for Her?"
Yes.
It's heavy stuff.
Yeah.
You've had some bad stuff go down in your life.
Yeah. And again, the book is honest and to the best of my ability to tell the truth and tell how I was feeling, what happened.
You felt criticized in that, and you felt turned on by the public because people were suspecting you.
No, people didn't. Within days, within an hour, the police had declared it an accident. And
But didn't they criticize you for calling 911 instead of jumping in the pool and saving her? That was the big criticism.
that was the weirdest behavior on my part. I never could understand, as I write in the book, I never could understand why I turned away, but the phone was alive because her sponsor was on the phone as well, and I said call 911, and I dialed 911, and it was only years later that I realized that the horror, I couldn't look. I turned away in horror, and that's what I did. The pool was still. And again, looking back, the pool was still, and there was no motion. So I knew that she was dead. And what difference did it make? I think this was what was going on in my mind. If I called and jumped in, or if I jumped in and then called, because I couldn't deal with. Anyway, it was the horror.
Your instinct was just to get on the phone and say,
"Get me help, quick!" And then I jumped in.
But now you've had nightmares about, I should have jumped in first.
Who knows what you're going to do? You know. But all I can reiterate is that moment when, in total disbelief, you're looking at the site and
sometimes you freeze up, don't you? I mean,
and you freeze, and you don't. And I've never seen death, and all that kind of thing.
Not to compare this in any way to your situation, but remember when my dog fell in the pool? My dog can't swim. No, I'm bringing it up for a reason. And Beth said to me, "Jump in and save the dog," and I started to take my shoes off first. And I'm wondering, why did I start to take I should have just jumped in.
Of course. And there's no explaining why. That's
you
a wonder.
have to tell Mr. Shatner that you never jumped in.
Well, no, Beth jumped in before me and saved the dog's life, but I did help fish the dog out. So you and I do have this in common.
But
we're both out of our minds.
The inexplicable behavior that for years will remain with you. Like, what did I do in an emergency?
Right.
I took my shoes off, and I looked there, but I had the phone in my hand, and I looked and dialed 911 quickly, and then I heard the playback of what my voice sounds like, disembodied, like I'm talking about picking up a cigarette or something. You know, there's no explaining what you're going to feel at this moment of horror and crisis.
Did you feel self-conscious after this thing happened? Like, oh, maybe I can't act anymore. I don't want to be around other actors. They're looking at me. They're looking at me funny. Any of that kind of stuff?
No, I didn't think that, but I thought the irony of how much I loved Noreen. I gave my life to her in trying to help, and I had known her for 7 years, but we had only been married for 1, and we loved each other with such passion, and to be thought of, even for that while, that I would have a hand in her death, where I've given up hunting because of how life is such, anything alive is so precious to me. The koi in a pond.
Koi pond. You got a koi pond?
I got a koi pond. It made me think, my God, because they come up to be fed, and they're making little kissing sounds.
Yeah.
I'm looking at they're sentient beings. They're feeling things. It's hard to go fishing.
I stopped fishing too.
Exactly.
But let me ask you something.
So
you
to think that
are you a vegetarian now? You didn't go that crazy.
No, but part of the lesson that I draw from all these things that happened to me in my life, and I saw it when it was laid out. David Fisher is this wonderful guy that I spoke the book to, and he laid it out. And once I read it, the first layout, I thought, that's my life, but what's the meaning? And I began to understand that decisions you make, opinions you have, at any point in your life, early or in the middle or towards the end, all have reverberations. They resonate in the rest of your life. So that you may decide to do something here, and years later, the reverberations of what you decided, even minutely, form the tapestry of your life. That's what your life is composed of.
Yeah.
All these decisions, both large and small.
So you don't like the way you handled yourself that night, but in retrospect, you're like, well, this is just what I did.
That's exactly right.
It's a part of who you are.
When you had a funeral for her, did her family treat you crappy? Or
No.
They were okay?
Oh, yeah. Everything.
You were able to go to the funeral?
Oh yes. I made the funeral.
Right. He was the husband. He would make the funeral.
I made the funeral.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just asking questions.
Yeah. No, all that. I worshipped her, and her death was my death.
How's the new wife?
Elizabeth and I are. It's
hot.
It's a miracle.
It's still it's going strong, even with your tremendous acting ego, being William Shatner. You were able to maintain a healthy relationship with this woman.
Well, you know what you say. I don't know how much mockery.
No mockery intended.
It's difficult.
You're an actor.
I was going to ask you, have you learned? Because you've had a number of relationships.
You learn from everything.
A woman who is with William Shatner has to devote herself to William Shatner.
Is that true?
Absolutely.
Well, yes and no, because I'm so grateful that Elizabeth's with me that I think I'm devoting myself to her as well.
How is sex after having your hip replaced? Does that encumber you in any way? Do you lay on your back now instead of the missionary position?
No, we are as experimental as ever.
You're still experimenting.
Experimenting and learning.
You're a genius.
Well,
you're always experimenting.
Is it tough to butt fuck John Wayne in the ass with
George Takei?
Now that he's been dead several years.
George Takei made this comment about you. Please respond to it.
Holy jeez, it's hot in Bill Shatner's behind.
What does that mean?
That means.
So what is the latest thing you've learned sexually with your wife? I mean, what new
What
heights?
are you trying now?
Yeah, what are you trying? What are you up
I'll
to?
tell you what I've learned.
Good.
I've learned that love, passion, empathy towards, and appreciation of the woman heightens the sexual act.
You didn't know that?
Well,
you just learned that now.
Every.
It's unbelievable.
Why is she hysterical? Why is she laughing?
It's great when you're not paying for it.
I think you're going to say you teabagging or something you learned.
Teabagging?
Yeah, you doing any of that?
Teabagging.
Your balls are like tea bags. You put them over the eyes. You never do that.
I never heard of that.
You don't do that at all.
See, now
Shame on
something
you.
else to try.
Where have you been? Could have done that to Nichelle Nichols.
Now, what were you doing all the time you weren't appreciating the woman?
I'm talking about the level of.
In your book, you don't bring up whether or not you've had two women at the same time.
No, I don't bring that up.
Why not?
Because who cares?
I care.
Well, I will tell you.
Did you ever have two women?
When I was young and single, and yeah.
Was that the greatest?
Yes.
Yes.
You cannot deny.
And sex for you, getting it up, this and that, as one gets older.
No, it's the greatest.
It's still
because the level of passion increases.
Viagra, Cialis, any of this?
None of that.
None of that.
No. It's just thinking of George.
You think about George when you're in bed. Thank you, George. Listen, let's go to Bonghead Eric, who has a question for Mr. Shatner. We're here to celebrate his excellent new book.
Up till
now, which indicates there might even be a
That's right. He's just bringing us up to date and more to come.
There's more to... God only knows what's left. Bonghead Eric, quickly.
Hi, William. Good morning.
Good morning,
Mr. Shatner is more appropriate.
Shatner.
Man's an icon.
William's good.
Go ahead.
Shatner, William.
I
wanted to ask you two questions. Your biggest regret in terms of all the hot, famous women that you've had sex with, what would be your biggest regret? And also, in your opinion, your biggest achievement in terms of all the famous, hot...
who is the most famous woman you ever had sex with?
Well, let me tell you this by saying that.
No, really.
Let me say that about this. I have discovered that incidental sex is really of no value.
Right.
It's really not good.
You regret all of the just
No,
casual...
No value.
Don't regret. But I'm saying that now, after all these many years
You're more
of running as fast as you
fulfilled
can, exactly.
But what
It's
about
a
famous women?
relationship
You
that
had
makes
famous
it.
women, though, right?
I don't remember.
Oh, come on.
No,
I'm not
really.
asking for a name.
Does he
Have you
not
had
name
famous
names
women?
I don't know. No. I think that's awful to out somebody who may, who cares? But
do you feel these women would be embarrassed that they made love to you?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know. Heather Locklear.
None of my business.
When you had Heather Locklear, I'm not going to...
No. Heather was 19. Who wouldn't have wanted to? Yeah.
Did you have thoughts about... I mean, don't tell me you thought of her as a daughter. Don't give me bullshit.
No.
You had sexual thoughts.
Oh, Heather is one of the great looking...
Did you ever masturbate thinking about her all those years you worked with her on TJ Hooker?
I don't do that kind of thing. It grows hair on your head.
Did you ever fantasize like her and Adrian Zemed doing it together?
No, can I be honest with you?
Oh, my God, you guys are so sick of
Mr. Shatner, working with Heather Locklear, I mean, listen, forget what she played on the...
lady.
She's a sexy lady.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me after a long day on the set with this girl, you never went home and beat off to her image in your mind? Come on. Give me a break. You did.
Howard,
when do you ever lie?
Never. Howard,
I beat off to Robin every night.
Oh, stop it.
I've beaten off to Robin many a time.
Oh, he's lying.
And what about you?
I never beat off to Robin.
You don't beat off to Robin. Shame on you. Get out of here. No wonder that director yelled at you. It's ridiculous.
Can I give him an F, Marry, Kill?
What?
Let's go to Lou. Lou, go ahead.
Go ahead, Lou.
Yes,
Hello?
Lou, quickly, please. I have very
ahead,
little
Lou.
time for nonsense.
Mr. Shatner,
Call me.
Your story touched me quite a bit about your wife, and I had a similar situation. I had driven by a horrible traffic accident once, and as I got closer, I noticed that it was my father's car.
Oh, my God.
And instinctively, I should have stopped, but I kind of just kept going.
Wow.
And I drove for about 50 miles before...
Wow.
Yeah, 50 miles.
Lou, is that true?
No, but that's an
Is he telling
extraordinary...
Lou, are you telling the truth?
I'm absolutely telling the truth.
And your behavior is totally inexplicable. You have no idea.
Why would he? But why?
Yeah,
why
but
would you drive?
shock of it. You don't want to face.
But that's different than what you happened to you. He drove 50 miles.
He drove 50 miles. It's his father's car. Now,
Well, I tell you, I drove 50 miles with tears in my eyes. I'm guilty. I feel very guilty to this day. It's been 23 years.
Wow.
but why do you think, Lou, you didn't stop for your father's car accident?
I just, I knew that he had died in there, and I just did not want to face it.
I see.
I just,
Oh, my
I don't
God.
know.
Wow.
I can't explain it. That's what
No, that's exactly right. You can't explain it. You look back later and you wonder, why did I do that? And there's no explanation.
But what Mr. Shatner's saying is totally understandable. I get it. But what this guy's saying is crazy. Like,
Yeah, wouldn't you? You'd
He didn't
stop
want to
after
face it.
No, it's
I'm not
it's
calling you. I'm not
it's
calling
not
you
crazy. It's not crazy.
Yeah.
It's shock. You're in total and shock. You have no idea. Reality leaves you, and
You've never
you're
been in that
following your
situation.
instincts.
You never know till you're
You never
in it.
know until you're
That's
into
right.
it. You have no idea what you're
Bill, go ahead in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, hi, hello. This is Jimmy Zigger in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I just want to
Oh,
say...
come on. What kind of voice? Don't put on a shtick with me.
Terrible.
This is a man who was voted an icon.
Can I ask Mr. Shatner something?
Yes.
Would he be more upset if one of his koi in the koi pond died or George Takei? Well,
All right.
Well, they
If
both
George-
make the same sucking sound. That's George, and is the.
I heard that you named all the koi in your koi pond after all the different Star Trek people you worked with. Is that true? What about that? If George Takei was to die tomorrow,
I don't
would you
want
go
him
to
to
his funeral? No, you don't want him to die,
no.
but let's say he did.
Listen,
would you go to his funeral?
Here's my feeling about those poor people. There's something pathological about 40 years later. I mean, I was supposed to have done something. Maybe I did. I have no recollection. But hey, isn't it time
to let go?
Let go. Let it go. He's 70-something years old. He's going to die soon. I'm going to die soon. Hey, man, it's a long journey. Forget about it. Wave. Hello, George. Have a good time.
Well, wait a minute.
Move
Let
on
me
with your
ask
life,
you
George.
something, because
Right.
you did have the roast, and George was the only
George
one.
got on, and I came in on a horse. The producers thought, hey, ride in on a horse, okay? So it leads you inevitably to the line of screw you, fuck you, and the horse
you rode in on. Yeah.
So they give the line to George, right? George the comic goes, and fuck you, and the horse you drove in on. And everybody's just dead silence in the audience, like, what did he do?
You feel his level of anger is a little over the
Whoa,
top. Yeah.
man, what's
Well.
his problem?
William Shatner's book, Up Till Now. Everyone should get it if you are fascinated by the life of William Shatner as I am. And who isn't?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Believe
He's
me,
an
this
icon.
is a man who should be studied. He is
Dissected,
an icon.
I believe, is the
Dissected for
regulation.
sure. You must get the book Up Till Now. It's a fun book. He even makes fun of himself by plugging his website constantly in the middle of erotic stories. This hour flew by. Do you know we've been talking for an hour?
No, I had no
commercial
idea. No,
interruption,
no.
nothing.
That's wild.
I could talk to you all day.
Howard, it's so good to see the two of you, Robin. It's such a pleasure. You haven't changed. The program is great.
I am fantastic. You are right again. You're an excellent
You
judge
got
of
this
talent.
whole wing of this building.
Yeah, they
wild,
locked
man.
us in.
I'm a very big star.
Yeah.
You don't realize it. No one realizes it but me.
I'm doing a talk show. I want you on my talk show.
When are you doing that? I'm unavailable, unfortunately. But go ahead.
On A&E. On A&E.
I don't do A&E. I don't do
in
cable.
the fall.
Right. Really?
You don't? Yeah.
You're doing a talk show.
Yeah.
Will
Called,
anyone get a word in edgewise?
No, I mean, I'm doing a talk show.
William Shatner, you are the greatest.
Thank you.
And what an honor to know you. Congratulations on Boston Legal. What they're doing your character, I don't know. I don't care.
We'll find out.
I'm sure it'll be
I
fine.
hope they don't. It's a great character.
That's right. We're going to be back. And next time you come on, I want you to think about this question.
Yeah.
How many blowjobs have you gotten in your whole life? All right.
Uncountable.
Do you think if a man says 84, that's a high number or a low number?
84 is low.
Low.
84 is like a day.
Wow. Oh, you're
In the
awesome.
life of.
You're
Okay.
awesome. You're my hero.
he's good for 500 blowjobs right now.
Maybe your parents didn't love you, but I love you. And that's all that
My
matters.
parents love me, and I love you.
I don't know. You didn't get enough love.
We never do.
No.
Yeah.
It sounds like you got a lot. 80 blowjobs as well.
Yeah, where's the lack of love
What was
there?
it? You lost 4 there. It's 84.
I still think he banged out the locklear, but what do I know?
So, Mr. Shatter, you've been doing Howard's show for a number of years
Many
now.
years, yeah.
And now that he's uncensored and
it's no different. He's just awful as usual.
He's gotten worse.
He's gotten worse. Well, it was bad. Now it's really bad.
And your advice for George Takei is to
get a life. You're so funny, but I would have thought that there was a machine, like you were playing a piano or a keyboard or something like that. How do you pick? But you're cutting and pasting.
Yeah, I'm just taking bits of audio, and I can even make words. If you say like shoot and hit, I can make shit.
No, I understand. I understand how you're doing it, but first of all, putting it together is tedious. Then you're thinking the words are coming up, not necessarily making sense, but they end up being funny. It's a great skill, a great funny way of doing things.
For sure. A lot of people don't realize that you're toiling away in that studio working on these audio clips, trying to come up with funny bits to get recognition from the man himself. That has to be pretty cool.
That's like the highest honor, yeah. It's awesome.
You're floating right now.
I am. I'm a big William Shatner fan, Star Trek fan, and huge fan of the movie Halloween, which they used his mask in that movie, in the original. And so it's definitely an honor. It's cool. It's just so cool that, he has such a good sense.
They look like young girls. I mean, in their 20s. They wrote me a letter. They said they would do anything to meet John Bon Jovi.
How old are they?
I don't know. Let me ask them. Hey, girls, how old are you?
Wet bitches.
You girls there, Nicole?
Yeah.
Yeah, how old are you girls?
Well, I'm actually 27. My younger sister, she's young. She's in high school.
No. When you girls write me a letter and say you do anything to meet Bon Jovi, this ain't Z100. I mean,
I wrote the letter.
Yeah, this is a hardcore show, honey.
I know, but I've been a fan forever.
You say you'll do anything to meet Bon Jovi.
Well, I threw it out there. I don't know what,
All right, here, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Let's see how serious you are. Why do you like Bon Jovi so much? You think he's cute?
Of course, but I like the whole band. I love everybody in the band.
So you like the music?
Of course.
Would you eat whipped cream out of Artie's asshole?
Oh, God.
Well, you said you'd do anything.
Well, is that what it's going to take?
That's anything.
I'm just asking you a series of questions. I ain't telling you what it's going to take.
Do I get to meet
Oh,
Springsteen?
God.
Do you what? Do you what, Artie? What?
If that happens, do I get to meet Springsteen?
No, you just get
You get rimmed by a girl.
You get this nice-looking girl to eat whipped cream out of your asshole.
Oh, all right.
That's your treat.
See, the funny thing about my asshole is it's located on my cock.
Yeah.
All right, would you eat whipped cream out of Artie's asshole?
Well, it depends if he had some testing done.
Well, see what I mean?
I just told you I got an 890.
You're not willing to do anything.
I am too.
No, you're not. We just offered you something. Your first answer was no.
No, I didn't say no.
What did you say?
Well, I just said make sure everything's good with him.
Let me ask you something. If I told you that you have to lick hot chocolate off an amputee's stump, would you do it?
Sure.
You will do that?
Sure.
Oh, but I have to get tested.
No.
All right, if I get a guy here from the Guinness World Book of Records, and we try to set the record for the most clothespins ever attached to a woman's breast, would you do that?
I would rather do that.
You'd rather do
Really?
that than lick a stump?
Yes.
Or put your tongue up Artie's asshole and lick whipped cream out of it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, I'm just
Now,
trying to
you
get an idea.
realize the breasts have to be bared to put the clothespins on.
Well, it's better than the other two options. You have to take pick the best out of the hands dealt.
Mm-hmm. Would you live with a bear for a week in a zoo?
No.
You won't. So
Live with a bear?
Yeah.
Didn't? Oh, that was a tiger. No, I don't know. No, I mean, I don't think that's even. You can't even do that.
If I can arrange it.
You would get killed.
No, you would get killed.
Yeah, I know.
Your sister would see Bon Jovi.
Right. All right, let me ask you this. If I bring you in here and I demand that you drink cat urine, gargle with it, you will do it?
For sure.
You would?
Totally. I don't know what else to do. I've been trying to meet these guys since I was like 9 years old. I've gone to all the shows. I mean, they're awesome.
Would you lick a tiger's asshole if he was chained up?
I guess.
And I have to get tested. You're drinking cat piss.
All right, here's the ultimate question.
Giving a tiger a rim job.
Because this is the one I'm thinking for you. Would you let a cockroach crawl into your vagina?
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yes, it is. I don't say it's nice.
That's the point.
I don't know that it's correct even politically, but
it's definitely not.
Would you let?
But it falls under the category anything.
Would you allow a cockroach to crawl into your vagina?
Into your tight asshole.
No, seriously.
I've never even heard of such a thing.
I know.
Where'd you come up with that one?
I'm asking, would you do it?
You've heard of eating out a tiger's asshole?
You wrote me a letter saying
I'd rather do that than lick a butt for sure.
you would rather have a cockroach in your vagina.
Well, no, I don't want that. I'd rather do I'd rather drink urine any day.
Okay, so you would rather than drink it, you would gargle cat urine, or you would allow a cockroach to crawl into your vagina.
I would do the urine thing.
But you won't do the cockroach. The cockroach is off the table?
Wow. How about the tiger?
It seems like you could get sick from that or something.
Sure you could. What, from a cockroach?
Maybe.
I don't know if you could get sick from that. I'm sure you get sick from drinking cat urine.
Yeah, I think the cat urine is the more dangerous thing.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Brainiac?
You may not. I don't know. If you had to, I don't know. What happens if it, gets bacteria or something? That's kind of gross.
Right. Okay. I'm just asking what you said you'd do anything, and I'm trying to figure out what anything is to meet Bon Jovi.
Well, I didn't know what it was. I want to meet these guys, and my sister and I just traveled all around.
I understand you want to meet these guys, but I got to have you do something. Would you let a cockroach crawl into your vagina?
How could that even happen? How could he even go in there?
Because you'll hold it open, and we'll direct it toward your vagina.
Put some bait in there.
I'll put a cockroach on the tip of my dick.
We take a straw, we put the cockroach in the straw, we insert the straw into the vagina, and we tap on the end of the straw.
Right.
And